There we go. Hey guys, welcome to the 4th episode of the Brutal Brotherhood. My Streamlabs just glitched, so I didn't know if we were on air or not. So hopefully you guys can hear the music, since we had to improvise a bit tonight because of technical difficulties. So do tell me if you do hear sounds or not. So, and Merry Christmas though, Happy Holidays. What did you guys do during the holidays? Or did you get anything nice? Anything D&D related?
Dice.
Dice? What kind of dice?
Dice.
I got these. Wait. Yeah. Let me pull them out. I got a little Aldeon theme dice. They're like translucent between yellow and red, which is how I like imagine his scales to be like.
Oh, I love that.
Exciting.
Who gave you that?
Beth.
Love that.
Yeah.
I got a dice tower.
Ooh.
Which is
beautiful.
Yeah, and it's called Curious Goblin on it, which is my boyfriend's nickname for me is Goblin. So
love that.
That's cute.
That's amazing.
That's where you put like dice in at the top, right? And it just like falls down.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
But I found I definitely need a dice tray though, because the dice just go everywhere when I try it. So that's the next one on the agenda.
Nice.
Throws them around.
Yes.
I love that.
Okay. What happened in the last session?
You met me.
You
Hi.
met?
Yes.
We did.
I turned up, and you very, very generously and graciously welcomed me into your party.
Even before you knew he was going to be useful, you're just like, we're going to adopt him.
Yeah. All I did was like,
We had the adoption papers ready.
do some sword stuff, and you're like, you're in. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah,
We
which is
loved it.
lovely.
And then we
We
read
had
a
a
letter.
That is
competition.
my.
Read a letter. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we translated the letter.
Have you looked over it since then?
Myth
Yeah.
used her very
Myth has done
useful
some
English degree
stellar
to
fucking
analyze it.
Oh, I can't
analyzing on that
wait.
shit.
I can't wait.
I tried my best, but as per usual, it's very vague and could be either or situations.
Well, we figured that
there's
out
lots of
in
variables there.
game, which
We'll
is going to
get
be
there.
exciting. Okay, guys, let's see if this works now. We're just going to talk for a bit to see if it's still lagging a lot. If not, do please tell us. Again, that's why we're starting a bit late. We've had a lot of technical difficulties here on my end. So yeah.
We're fine.
We're good.
I think someone said in the chat before, I think it might have been Kai, like, it's not a somewhere bound stream if we don't have some kind of technical difficulties. And you know what? They're right, and they should say
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, just tell us. We're just gonna, it looks a lot much better at the moment. That's good. At least that's
Yay.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I'm
like
looking
you.
on it on my end
You're
too.
perfect.
I can see
Yeah, I
it.
have it.
Yeah.
You are
Very
perfect.
good.
I'm not religious, but I'm gonna pray to whatever God is listening to me right now. And just
Yeah.
it is very much in theme with Icelandic Christmas stories that something bad happens during Christmas, especially when you mostly needed it to happen. So it's definitely one of the frickin' imps. Fucking
Fair enough.
The Yule lads. Wait, is that Icelandic? The Yule lads?
Yes, they are Icelandic, the 13 Yule lads.
Oh my god. I love
I
them.
learned
I
that
want them to be a boy band.
Hilda.
I want them to be a boy band so
Oh
bad.
my god.
Oh my god.
The
Please.
Yule lads! Like, what a name! It's like One Direction and every K-pop boy band put together, but like the Icelandic twist.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Twist.
That's
My
a big brain
lord.
moment right there.
Okay,
Great moment.
I like the way
So-
you think.
let us hope that whatever is, treating my internet badly, whatever, like, little imps are fucking up, let us play a D&D. Alright, and this time, sadly, our players won't be able to hear any music either, so let's just hear the music in our heads. And I will just explain, right now, it's calm music. It is calm, it is serene, it is lovely, since
Love it.
we shall
I'm
start
vibing to it so hard right now.
in the morning.
Yeah.
I need all of you, as you wake up, to make a constitution saving throw to see if you're
Hello?
hungover.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, because we were drinking.
For
Oh
that.
no. Actually, my costume is pretty good.
Oof.
Oh. I'm gonna take a sip of my wine. Real quick on that one.
All right. Let us start with B.
I got 16.
Okay. Myth?
Got a natural 1.
Oh, no.
Juliana?
Just got a 3.
3. Zach?
19.
19. Phoenix?
Nice. I got a 4, but I don't think Seed was drinking. Do I still have to
No,
make the
then
roll
you're
in case?
fine. Then you're fine.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I rolled it anyway, just in case.
This is
but...
kind of on theme though. Okay, Zach, you, Tanel, you wake up, and wherever you are, you're definitely not with the others in the castle, but you wake up and you're quite cheery. You feel quite energetic and ready to seize the day. Probably the excitement from yesterday, having a quest and suddenly being, adopted into a group you literally didn't even know. And yeah, so you wake up, you have a lovely breakfast. What do you want to do this morning?
Oh, I want to go and speak to the. How is my breakfast? What has been placed down in front of me?
I mean, what do you usually have for breakfast?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have 2 English muffins with some scrambled egg and maybe some smoked salmon just on top, like a proper little eggs royale kind of thing. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay,
Cool.
So do you make this yourself?
No, I don't think so. I think I order that from. I go downstairs, and if there's like the restaurant area, or I speak to a passing person. Say, can you bring it to
Apparently
the
we're
kitchen?
all frozen on the screen and there's no sound.
Yeah, it's lagging for me,
Okay.
but someone say it's fine for them.
Okay.
It's a mixed review.
Oh, and
It's mixed
Trust-
reviews. I have no idea why this is happening.
Yeah.
It's a little Russian roulette tonight.
It
with D&D.
is. The picture's lagging, but I can still hear the audio fine.
Okay.
Maybe this will be the podcast episode.
I guess
It's-
it
maybe.
Everyone just close your eyes and
Just
think
close your eyes and just have it all imagined in your head.
Put headphones in.
we
Just
go.
turn up the volume. Just
Yeah.
sink back
Just
and
let
listen
the
to
cool
the sumptuous
Yeah.
sound above.
So apparently, if you just
Voice
refresh
pull you to
it,
sleep.
it'll all be fine. Okay.
I'm gonna get
So, Tanel, as you eat your
Yes.
breakfast and you start off early, what do you want to do with your day first?
First off, I want to go and compliment the chef because that was a delicious breakfast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, since you've lived there for a long time, it's someone you actually do know as well. And
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you just go down and you meet. He's like, well, anything for the blacksmith's assistant. I mean, he really helped me out with this. As she shows, pots and stuff like that. That he's definitely, you can see his
Yeah.
handiwork. That he's definitely fixed with some cookware.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, he's so talented. I've learned so much already. Actually, it's crazy. These adventurers invited me over to their quest that they're doing. It's very important. I don't actually know if I can tell you. So I'm off.
Adventures, you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've always wanted to go, and they seem nice. So I'm gonna be part of it.
Okay, but remember that if you need to run away, do.
I'll bear that in mind.
Okay, so you just said yes to a couple of strangers and going on adventures with them?
I mean, I didn't really think this far through. I have my own life that I want to start, and this seems like a great opportunity. So I'm going along with it.
All right. If you know what you're doing, I'm not going to stop you.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. I have my sword. I have my wits, and that's all I need.
All right. Have you told your boss yet?
No, that's actually what I'm going to do today. I'm not really looking forward to it, but hopefully he'll be supportive instead of disappointed.
Aha. Sure, kid. As she goes back into the kitchen.
Daniel's sort of feeling a bit disheartened, and now he's really worried that he's going to be completely shunned by his boss, who he felt he had a good relationship with. But he also really wants to go on this quest because he has sort of, an idea in his head of wanting to be an adventurer and go off and pursue his destiny. And he has this, and he wants to be his own person, and he wants to leave the town that he's in, but he also is very scared of leaving the familiar.
All right. As you muddle on that morning, we shall go over to Diffle. Diffle, you also wake up quite refreshed. Though you did drink a bit last night, you do not wake up hungover. You do feel a bit groggy, maybe your hair is a bit tangled, but that's all it is, really. As you wake up, what do you want to do?
Personally, what time is it right now? What time is it?
I would say you could wake up around 8 a.m.
8 a.m. Okay, can I also go get some breakfast?
Yeah.
Actually, I will go get some breakfast. Can't stop.
Yes.
Can and
This
will.
is decisiveness.
I like to see.
Yes. Okay, yeah, you go down and you get your breakfast.
Do you get my breakfast?
You go down to the same dwarven chef lady that you went to the last time. She greets you with a brilliant smile, like, well, that's my favorite tiefling, isn't it? What do you want to do today? Do you want some pancakes again?
You know me so well. I would like some pancakes, actually. Can I have 5?
Is that just for you or your friends?
For myself, my friends can get their food when they want to. They're not up here. They didn't come with me, so they can do whatever they want when they get up.
People said every man for
I woke up
themselves.
and chose violence today, ma'am.
You know, she like laughs a hearty laugh, like, I respect that, as she makes the fluffiest 5 pancakes you have ever seen in your life, as she puts bacon and syrup on there as well. And since you're Canadian bee, I'm gonna put maple syrup on there. Not to play into the stereotype. She gives that to you. And where do you want to eat? Do you go back to your room or do you want to eat somewhere else?
I'm going to ask if she would also like to eat with me. You know, maybe she wants some company.
Oh.
I'm being nice. This isn't flirting. This isn't a date. This is just being nice.
Yeah.
Sorry. The bard in me came out. That's went down.
She looks at you like, well, you can certainly sit here, but I have a lot to do, so I won't be the best company.
Does she need help in the kitchen while everyone else is doing their sleeping? Does she need some help?
She looks at you like, do you ask her that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, she looks at you like, do you know how to cook?
Of course. Do you guys have nachos here? Like, I make that all the time where I come from.
I don't think we have nachos. What do you need for nachos?
Stale bread and some liquid cheese.
Wow.
She looks at you like, we definitely got some stale bread. We can make some liquid cheese if you'd like.
Perfect. But yeah, I know how to cook.
All right. Did you just want to cook your own thing or for help me on it?
I can help. I could also wash dishes. Excuse me. Dishes. I forgot the SH there. So if you want some help with dishwasher duty, I can help you there as well.
All right. Make an intelligence check, Diffle.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Got a 5.
Plus something, or what do you have?
Actually, hold on. Let me see if I did any better than that. Intelligence. Where is intelligence? Oh, +1. I got a 6. I did 1 better than I did.
As you,
I'm not that smart when it comes to dishes.
as you try to help her out, she definitely sees that you're not that skilled in the kitchen as a connoisseur, as a chef. So she at least looks at you and she's like, you're trying to cut these carrots, but they're all like different shapes. And you're not quite getting it right. You try to boil some rice, but you burnt the rice. It's the small things like that. But she just takes the knife as you're trying to cut an apple. She just takes the knife from you like, I would love it if you tried, help me with the dishes. That would be amazing. If you can wash this knife, for instance, to begin with.
Challenge accepted. I take the knife carefully. I rush over to the sink. I put some soap on it. I take the brush. I do a little scrub-a-dub, and I rinse it off. Next one, please.
I love her. I love her.
You spend the morning helping her clean pots and pans and cutlery and things that she, uses to make the morning dinner and I mean a morning breakfast and stuff like that. All right. And as you do that, we shall go over to Seed. Seed, since you did not drink anything, you wake up quite early. You wake up before Diffle, actually. You wake up around 6 a.m. as the sun rises. It hits you in the eyes, and that is how you kind of wake up as you rise with the morning. Yep. What do you want to do?
I am going to go... I'm going to gather up my spell books and my notebooks, and I'm going to leave the room as quietly as possible so I don't wake anybody up. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to find, like, a nice, quiet, hidden spot outside somewhere, and I'm going to practice my spells, because getting absolutely pummeled in the fight yesterday fucked me up a little bit.
Yes.
And I'm like, I need to train. I need to be better. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna find, like, a nice, quiet, like, empty patch of grass or something and just practice chucking fireballs.
All right. Yeah, you definitely do that. You do that for a couple of hours.
Yep.
And you feel good. You feel energetic. You feel a bit defeated by the other warlock that you fought against, but
yes,
you're okay for now.
And, like, every time I cast a spell and, like, it doesn't go well, I'll go to my notebook and I'll, like, consult my spell book, and then I'll, like, write down little notes of, like, this is how I need to improve my form, and I'm just, like, constantly like analyzing everything over and over and over again to make sure, like, I'm getting it right.
Gotcha. No problem. All
and
right.
I'm gonna stay there until someone comes to collect me, probably.
We shall then, as you do that, go over to our favorite Dragonborn. You wake up very, very hungover. It is as if the entire world has been spun on its head, and you don't feel so good. You, of course, have Aldion next to you, who we're also going to do, because you guys are next to each other. Aldion, when you wake up, you feel as you're going to throw up, and since you rolled the natural 1...
No, I rolled a 3.
No. Oh, sorry. Theoden rolled the natural 1, and since Theoden rolled the natural 1, Theoden's gonna throw up as he wakes up.
Yeah, it's gonna be like full, like sitting up, and then the throw up goes with me as I sit up, like project.
Oh, man.
Oh, Nadia.
We were having a nice day.
Like,
we were all having a nice day.
You know what?
Like right over the end of the bed. It's,
you know
like,
what?
like
Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes
Beth woke up and shows my lunch.
I did, and I have my wine here to prove it. Anyway, so that happens.
Vomit.
I don't know if there's like a chamber pot or a window here, but like, Mans is like trying to cover himself, but like it's just coming up, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it like is not.
I'm happy I left.
Not good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So Aldion,
Aldion's
you wake to that.
Look over him and go, "That's disgusting."
Theoden currently can't really talk because he's too busy projectile vomiting, but he just throws a very rude finger behind him and then continues up chucking.
Up chucking!
My poor dad.
But at this point, I think he's found some sort of container. I don't know if it's like a chamber pot or something.
Yeah, there's definitely a bucket or like a chamber pot.
Bucket or a mop?
A bucket, not a mop. There's no mops there, sadly. But a bucket there is, and a chamber pot.
He's got something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's not having a great time.
You guys, you two do wake up a bit later than everyone else, so you do wake up and see no one else is there. What do you guys want to do?
Aldeon's gonna get out of bed and like shuffle to the doorway. He's gonna like poke his head out and see if like are there any like servants or anyone in the hallway?
Yeah, you peek. Actually, as you peek your head out, you do see like Nadia in the far distance.
Oh, so he's gonna shuffle up to Nadia, and he looks when he's hungover, he's very scary looking. Like he doesn't exactly have like bags under his eyes or anything. But he's very shoulders forward, like head down, like angry. So he like looms up close to her, and he goes, "It unpuked all over the room."
She just Nadia looks at you, not quite understanding, as her eyes go wide. And she's like, I'm gonna pay someone else to do that. Okay, just give me a second.
Just show me where the rags are and I'll clean it up.
Oh no.
Aww.
Oh no. Oh no. No. And she like goes like she sees a servant girl and she's like, "Hey, you."
Oh.
And she gives the servant girl a gold and like, "Can you please join this lovely gentleman to his room? Don't ask why, and you get paid to not say anything and clean up, okay?" And she like looks and like, "Great." And she like gives Yalian a thumbs up and then goes away as like the girl sticks around. It just goes to like a cupboard and gets like a mop and like new clean sheets and stuff.
Yeah, Theoden is currently like fetal position around this bucket and is like in the corner, and like every time he tries to talk, it gets more comes out, and he's just like, "I'm so sorry," but it just happens, and it's just like
the girl.
It's like almost food poisoning kind of throw too, where like this man's is like, this is a disease. This isn't normal hungover. This man's going through it.
She like the girl looks. She comes with you, Aldeon, into the room and looks at the mess that is the Theoden. And just like, "Oh, okay, I get why she wanted me to clean this up. That's okay, I got extra paid for this, that's fine." As she starts like, she like takes a new bucket in front of you, Theoden, like, "Just hold on to that, okay." As she goes to the room.
Thank you, I'm so sorry, this doesn't normally happen, but I
That's fair.
Thank you.
I'm just cleaning. As she just takes new sheets and changes them and starts mopping up the projectile vomit everywhere.
Aldeon's gonna dip.
And as you nurse your bucket, Theoden, Aldeon disappears.
Good. I'm good. Thanks. Thanks, bro.
He's not one for soft compassion. Comforting.
We noticed.
All right.
Leave me alone with the awkward tension of the servant cleaning up my bodily fluids.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my god.
You played yourself.
Aldeon, what are you gonna do?
He's gonna head down to the kitchen area
Okay.
and like shuffle in. Again.
You shuffle in and see Diffle, like, full-fledged, like, washing up everything and just helping clean as the dwarven woman is, like, in the happiest mood, like, making even more food than you've ever seen her make. And, yeah, it is a weird sensation.
What the fuck is going on?
Nothing!
Doesn't look like nothing.
Rush!
Why are you doing dishes?
I look like... Because you can sing a song while you do your dishes and kind of live your life a little bit. You know, feel like one of those equestrian princess types that live in a cottage with, 7 random miniature men.
You're making me even more confused than I was initially. What are you talking about?
My favorite poem.
What the fuck is a poem?
Let me figure out the name. It's frozen water and the 7 miniature men. It's my favorite poem. Have you not heard of it before? Anyways, I'm cleaning to help her out because last time she looked like she needed some help, so I was gonna help her out with that. And I mean, if you want to sit there and look at me like I'm, weird, go for it. I won't stop you. I'm gonna keep washing the dishes. Because that's what a good tiefling does when she wakes up not hungover in the morning.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Words. Eldion, words. What I just said.
That was such a convoluted answer.
I think she kills all of us in that moment.
Brooklyn, your yes and game is on point today.
Thank you.
I'm crying.
As this happens, we go back to a simple half-elf as he walks down the morning, he walks down the town towards the morning, towards his boss that has definitely been awake for a couple of hours, starting, starting the fire and stuff to start on the different days. He's actually working on a shoulder piece that is just like red, with red details in it and everything.
Oh. Hey, hi, good morning. Sorry, I'm late. I was held up at the after party for the competition last night.
All right, how did it go?
It was really good. I won the sword. I won the sword play category.
As you say that, he comes over to you and pats you on the back. That's my boy. Knew we were gonna do it.
And in his head, he's just like, this is gonna make this so much harder. Okay.
All right, I need you to help me with a couple of things today. So I have this shoulder piece that I'm working on for this dragonborn that came in. Is there anything else?
Yeah. Funny you should mention the dragonborn.
Oh, you met him too? Did he go to the tournament in the end?
Yeah.
Was it him you fought and won?
Yeah.
Oh, you won? Wow. I'm so proud. He was a big, strong dragonborn, so I'm quite surprised you actually got him.
I well, so I really need to speak to you, please.
Yeah, okay. You can speak while you work, as he gives you... hands you a hammer.
Yeah, he's just hammering away really, really fast, really not looking at what he's doing because he's really nervous about this whole thing. And he very nearly hammers his own thumb, realizes, and he's just so skittish about the whole thing. He's just holding there I'm leaving! Sorry,
he looks at you do you want an early break? I mean, that's fine if you want an early break.
No, I'm leaving this city. I'm leaving this town to go with the Dragonborn actually. And
are you two an item?
No. I mean, he's. Whoa, no, that's really soon. He's a very attractive dragon. No, it doesn't matter. Look, so the group of adventurers that came here, the ones that asked for the shoulder pads, and they're on a very important quest, and they asked me to go along with them, and I said yes because I feel it's my destiny to help and be my own person.
Okay. When are you leaving?
Later today.
He stops in his tracks and just moves slowly. Today? I have a couple of hours to find a new assistant? He looks at you, he puts the hammer in front of you. You, young man, will find me a new assistant, or you're not allowed to leave.
Okay, sir, please don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you, just mildly threaten.
I feel very threatened, sir. There's nothing mild about this.
Good. So you can use your break to find a new assistant.
Absolutely, sir. I promise I will.
Good. As he goes back to his, you don't see this, but he does smile a bit as he starts hammering away.
Okay. Do I take my break now, sir, or do I continue with this shoulder pad?
He just looks at you and what do you feel like you need today, Tannel?
Oh, that's the worst.
I'm gonna finish this. this, and then I'm gonna take my break and find you a really, really good new assistant.
Okay. I hope so.
Okay, he will be.
As you continue with your first part of the day.
Yeah.
And the heat of the whole blacksmith forge is not helping either with the nervous sweat.
No, at all. Like Tanil is sweating up a storm at this point. Just fully just like grime everywhere, and he's just like, "Oh, these changed. These are really nice clothes."
Yeah.
Okay. He's fine. This is fine. Okay. So, and he starts hammering away at Aldion's shoulder pad, and he makes it really nice. And he engraves like a dragon jaw in it, like breathing fire, just
Aww.
like.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
As this happens as well, we will now go back to Seed. Seed, you have been practicing your fireballs and burning a little scorch mark in the garden behind the school. What do you do now that you kind of feel ready for the day?
That's an excellent question. I kind of stop and I let my eyes go back to normal, and I'm just kind of and I just kind of stand there and I take a look around at oh, okay, that's a little bit more damage than I thought I did. And then I realize that I've been up for several hours and I have not eaten anything yet. I should probably go eat something. So I'm gonna just collect my coat where I had put it down on the ground, just kind of drape it over my arm and gather up all my books and just kind of head back to the kitchen, and I'm just kind of
and as you head into the kitchen, you walk in, Diffle talking about a frozen something with some 7. It's something you have never heard before, and you also see her covered in soap and is in the middle of washing. Aldion is standing there not knowing what the fuck is coming out of Diffle's mouth, and it is an absolute scene.
I'm going to quietly back out of the kitchen. And you know what?
I need you, because you say that, I kind of want you to make a stealth check.
That's fair. That is fair. And just food can come later.
Please get a natural one. Please get a natural one.
Bitch, that is a... Hang on. That is a 17.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
You just, like the wind, you go back.
I am very used to walking into places that I shouldn't be and then dipping. I have experience in this.
Yes. So what do you want to do then?
I'm going to take a second to put my coat back on and put my books back in my little holsters and just kind of make my kind of try to rub the soot off my face a little bit. And then I'm no, I kind of feel gross. I'm going to go back up to the room and I'm going to make myself look a bit more presentable. So I'm going to head back upstairs.
As you walk up to the room, right before you're going to enter the door, there's a little servant girl you haven't really seen before walking out, and there's this horrible stench coming from whatever she's holding. And it is bed sheets, but there's an awful smell. And she's sorry, and goes past you.
It's okay. Is everything?
She just runs.
Oh, okay.
Theoden is in the corner, straight up, fucking, Tamaki from Oran High School Host Club, in the corner, but with his little bucket.
You know what?
And
it reminds me of? It's Ron in Hagrid's hut.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly. I do that, but not slugs. At this point, he's thrown up everything that he can throw up, and so he's sitting in the corner, and he goes,
just
from the soft steps I assume that's Seed in the corner, and he's just so dramatic and on death's door, and is just sad. There's some sort of not literal, but you could feel a dark, a heavy shadow in the room.
Oh my gosh.
It's not legitimate. It's just his bad mood. That's what it is.
Oh, how?
And he's like speaking in long sentences. He's like, "Salutations, Seed. How are you this morning? I'm experiencing death beyond compare. My body has chosen violence against me, and I shall know no peace." How are you?
Hola boga. Okay. Do you need me to get you anything? Do you are you okay? What happened?
What happened was, well, you know what happened. You were there. What happened was wine and ale and mead and everything else. Just leave me to my devices and my shame. Do not perceive me. Thank you. Goodbye. He says goodbye as if he moves, but he's just like facing the wall talking to Seed. He's not looking at him.
Okay. I am going to get you a bowl and a rag, and we're going to wash your face. And then I am going to get you some food, maybe? I don't know if food's a good idea. We're going to maybe get you some food, and we are supposed to leave today. Are you going to be okay to travel? I don't. Maybe
Only time will tell, Seed. But there's a reason why you are my favorite.
This dramatic bitch.
We love him.
And if anything, the open air will do me some good. And he throws up again.
Oh my god.
I'm going to cast message, and I'm going to direct it, and I'm gonna direct it to Aldion. And I'm just going to. Theoden is very sick. Can you get him some food, and also maybe Diffel can do some healing? I don't know how to do it. He's just standing there. He's just sitting.
Am I allowed to reply with message?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I reply with, "That's rough."
Divorce. Divorce. I can't handle this.
Now we have audio, so no one heard what you said, Myth. You're safe.
Oh god!
You got away with it.
You got away with it.
Oh yeah, well, that was a
We
moment
got
just for us.
him!
Again. And that's what I call a natural 20 on stealth rape there, baby.
You got lucky, punk.
I did. I got
Wow.
lucky on that one. Whew.
Yeah. Alright.
Happy
Oh, that
holidays,
was
guys.
so funny.
Happy
That's your Christmas miracle. That's your Christmas miracle.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not getting another one.
Nope.
I can fight God and win.
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh, video. Yeah?
Have the power of God and
Are we
Twitch.
good?
Sorry, guys.
Are
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, so I think we got audio. Is everything fine, chat? Please, reply as quickly as possible.
Think-
So we know that we can
I
continue with
think
the story.
we're good.
So we'll just dance. Like, the music's great, guys. I know
I'm
you
a
can't
little
hear
monkey.
it, but the music's great. You can probably have your own music in your ears. Maybe not you, Zach, because then we'll hear it, but
Yeah, I refreshed it and it's good for me.
amazing. Okay. It's all perfect. I will never use the app again for streaming. I have learnt my lesson. Don't use the Discord app, kids. Don't use it. Okay.
It's a fraud.
It's a fraud. All right. As we ended with
Divorce. That's what we ended with.
Divorce.
Divorce papers.
Betrayal.
That's what we ended with.
Before we left, someone in the chat was like, "You deal with it. He's your husband now."
I hate crimed.
All right.
That's how I feel.
We shall now swiftly go back. I feel like we're moving the camera. There's so many storylines here, but I think it's all good because we will meet again.
You know what?
We're all
This is our
gonna
Gallivant
follow.
Basically, Love
This is our
Actually.
Gallivant
Yeah, it's
episode. That's
basically
what this
Love
is.
Actually.
It's fine.
Yes,
We're in the forest of convenience right now,
Yeah,
and
look
that's
at us.
okay.
exactly. All right. So, let us continue with Aldion and Diffle. As you guys are in the kitchen, Diffle, you have been excused from your kitchen duties. What are you guys gonna do?
So I replied with, "That's rough," to Seed, but I'm still gonna turn to Diffle, and I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna be like, "What's good food for someone who is sick?"
Sick. Would it be soup? Would it be soup or would it be rice? Like in actual real life, what is good for sick people? 'Cause it's not cheese.
Go with
It's
Bread.
not cheese.
Go with
Bread.
Starchy?
I'm actually
Or
Starches.
Diffle,
get rid of
Diffle,
like the
make
hangover?
actually Diffle, make an intelligence check.
starch.
You make an
Oh, gosh,
intelligence check.
Make an intelligence
Diffle.
check because she doesn't know what she's doing.
No, actually,
Would
make
this
medicine.
be intelligence
No,
or
medicine.
medicine?
Medicine
yeah,
check.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Medicine.
Maybe wisdom. This feels like a wisdom.
No,
thing.
medicine check.
Medicine does fall under wisdom, so myth
Oh.
is half correct.
Half.
Here we go.
Okay, so wisdom is plus 2, so I got 17.
17. Okay, you definitely assume that it is soup that is the best for a sick person.
I feel like I'm wrong. Okay.
Yeah, you as you gather, because you helped her with cleaning and stuff, she gives you a big bowl of soup to give to your friend, and she the dwarven lady makes it for you. As you go upstairs, as you also enter, you do smell that it's like before you enter, you do get like the smell of soap just hits you in the face.
Okay.
It's the smell of soap. It's like very clean, like almost bleach like. So it does like catch you a bit off guard as you enter the room.
It's going first. Is it me still?
Well, it's either you.
Bro, my head is in a bucket. Do that with what
it was
will.
Aldion.
My head is
Okay.
in a bucket.
So, Aldion, you came with me, right? You came with me?
No, I think I stayed there.
Okay, Aldion stayed.
Disrespect?
You
Okay,
go in.
so
You see Seed,
I-
by the way, as you walk in as well. Seed is in the room.
Yeah.
I see.
Just kind of hovering, just looking very concerned. Hi.
Okay, so I'm bringing my soup over, and then I look around, and I'm kind of confused that I don't see Theoden at first, but then I look over,
I point to him.
no, and I'm like, what is that? What is
He's
that?
been sick. He's sick.
That's no.
At that point, Theoden lifts his head and he goes, "Yes, it is I. The elf that was once known as Theoden, but is now taken down multiple notches into this husk of a man that you see before you." I am talking like a wraith from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
an old gross man. Just like
I'm gonna,
so
like-
dramatic.
I'm gonna like clap a hand on Diffle's shoulder, just kind of give her a pat, and then like dip out of the room to go get like a wash basin and a cloth so I can clean him up a little bit.
Yeah, you find that quite
Okay,
easily.
Maybe.
So after Seed leaves, I'm gonna come over with the soup. I'm gonna give it to Theoden. Are you okay? Can you feed yourself, or do you need me to feed you? Because I don't really want to feed you, but if you need help, I'll do it.
The sentiment is appreciated, Diffle, but leave a man some sort of shred of honor, please. Unless otherwise stated, I can feed myself. At
All
least I
right,
can-
eat up.
And then he goes and throws up again. And then at that point, he just is like shooing her to a different side because he's embarrassed at this point. Because like he can hold his own on alcohol normally, but just something about this fucking brave blend, whatever he
The
drank.
versus from the last day, is that still hurting you?
You could be correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Honestly, I don't want to get into a lot of detail, but I enjoyed seeing Helena's baked goods when I ate it, but I don't enjoy seeing it the second time.
God.
Okay, please be careful with your eating. I'm gonna go give you some privacy. If you need any help, I'll just be at the other side of the castle. But love you, long time. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Thank you. Appreciate you. I love and appreciate everything you do. You're my favorite.
Oh.
If you see Aldian, just punch him.
That's right, Seed. You left.
That's
You left.
necessary.
Okay, I'm gonna bust
it.
out of there. Like busting a nut, I'm busting out of there.
You're busting out of
At
that.
Don't ever say that again.
Theoden's gonna like snail crawl as much as he possibly can to everyone else's shit. He's gonna look for some health potions. Do we have health potions? Does anyone have anything?
I think
Because
someone
he's gonna
did
steal
buy.
it.
Use them all.
Did you use all of the
I'm
health
gonna have to
potions?
speak to Merlin.
Well, that's just rude and unkind.
Technically, Tanner has 2 in his inventory.
Yeah, but he's not
Okay,
there.
well, he needs to get his half-elven
Yeah,
ass
I'm
over
not
here.
there, but yeah, I got 2.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Uh,
Wait, I have spells. No, wait. I can't vicious mockery myself. Can I vicious mockery myself in a mirror to make it better? Can I be that self-deprecating?
No.
Be like, get your shit together, you dumbass.
No.
It could if you're that creative. And let's be honest, I'm a bard. I could do that. But my DM says no, so therefore I will not.
I
Um,
think
Lay on hands work for this?
Don't make hold of the bad person.
no. Oh well, yeah, definitely do. If that stops you from doing that, yeah.
Well, I listen to my DM when she makes rules, but I feel like Theoden's like self-deprecating nature is so strong that he doesn't let out, but the fact that he's so hungover right now and so embarrassed and just like mortified by everything, like the fear of being truly perceived and known as weak by his people he wants to respect him is enough to where he can like bully himself and legitimately traumatize himself to get his shit together.
No, don't traumatize yourself. Don't do it.
I'm
No.
literally gonna tell
Yeah,
you
behind you,
right
so-
now. I'm gonna
You're hungover.
like I'm just gonna tell
Compelling
you right
argument.
now. I'm just gonna like
I make a compelling argument.
No, you don't. I just let you speak because I'm polite. And
That's
Get
fine.
fucked! Get fucked!
DM says no.
like literally,
Where
I'm
I
gonna tell
already
you.
am.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if you do vicious mockery on yourself.
I'm not going to.
If
I'm
you,
just saying that it's an option that I could take, but I won't.
if
but
you
I
did
could,
that,
but I
you'd
won't.
hurt yourself, but you wouldn't become any better.
Oh.
Yeah,
Now I feel like I'm just talking to my therapist. Anyway, let's switch POVs. What's someone else doing?
Let's spice it up.
Let's not focus on me anymore.
As that happens,
Dear God, it's me, your boy.
as Seed prays to their patron, and Diffle runs out of the room like the plague has hit upon them. Aldion is also just in the kitchen, actually most likely eating something.
I grabbed a shitload of sausages and I'm just shoveling them in my mouth.
Oh yeah, you're having the greatest time ignoring your husband. As we go back to Tannel. Tannel, it is now your lunch break. You're on a quest to find someone to take over as your assistant, or you're not allowed to join them on their quest. So, what do you do?
I don't know anyone. Okay, I'm gonna go to the competition area and like where all the sign-up sheets were, and I'm gonna go and yank down the list and look down and basically visit every single swordsman that was on that list.
All right.
So,
I need you to make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, that's not great. That's a 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
You managed to find half of the people on that list. There were
Okay,
so
that's
many.
better than I was anticipating.
There were so many of them. You and now I want you to make a persuasion check. I just wanted you to make a normal, just a casual persuasion check.
Just a casual persuasion.
Just
check.
a
Okay.
casual persuasion check.
That's not good. That's not good. Oh, that's an 8.
Yeah, none of the people that you talk to, half of them,
None of them. I thought that was gonna
in
be
your
one
lunch,
of them.
in your lunch break, wanted to join you. You've been running around like an absolute headless chicken, trying to find every single sourceman. You only found half of them, and every single one of them said no, they weren't interested.
no.
As you run back, sadly, to your shift, continuing it.
Okay, I'm just like really slowly hammering this thing, and he's just like really like the hammer's like quivering as it comes up, and it like comes down kind of shaky, and he's like, I'm never gonna leave this place. I'm gonna be a citizen forever.
As you he's like, well, did he find anyone?
He just like he holds it together for a second, like, and he knows if he speaks at this exact moment, he's just gonna like completely break down, and he just kind of like shakes his head, and then just like gets back to hammering. He's just like, what?
You have till the end of
What's
the
next?
day at least.
What's after the shoulder pad? So
And he like looks at you like up and down. Well, since the shoulder pad needs to be delivered, do you want to do that?
of course, yeah.
And I won't look down on you if you need to take the long way around.
Pardon me, sir?
He just looks at you. If you need to take the long way around to come back.
Oh, okay. He doesn't know at all what he's inferring to at all, but he goes. It's the wrong way
So
around.
much. So stupid. I love him.
The
I
long
love him.
way. Okay. And he goes to basically goes back to the castle where he was to deliver the shoulder pad.
Yeah. You find yeah, you try to look for. Do you want to make a perception check to try to find the group?
Okay. For God's sake. 6.
Left of the group.
You are completely
Just
lost.
wandering around.
You're just wandering around. And Aldion, as you finish
This is
eating,
a shoulder pad.
you just
This means
find
nothing to anyone.
you just like you see as you walk out of the kitchen, you know, stuffing sausages. You just see a Tannel, just like in the middle of the big like hall, just standing there with the shoulder pads in his hand, and just doesn't know what he's doing.
So Aldion's gonna walk
I
up like
just pull on like, Aldion!
Aldion's gonna walk up like right behind him, like loom over him, like very, very silently,
just
so
feels
he
a
doesn't
shadow.
he doesn't notice him. He just goes, "What?"
You're sneaky. I've got the shoulder pad that you asked for. Wow, you're big. I'm really attractive.
you.
That's not important.
Well, you know, he did just get a divorce, so.
He did. He's single, looking to mingle.
Aldion's gonna like pause a little bit after hearing that. He's gonna like look back at him and he's gonna be like, "Thank you, I appreciate it."
It's okay. I've never seen a dragonborn before, and it's yeah. We can move past that. Here I've got this that you asked for like yesterday. You remember? And I engraved
Yeah.
it with a little dragon. It looks a bit like you. I think.
That's very good craftsmanship.
Oh wow, thank you. Yeah.
He's gonna.
Hey, listen. I'm trying to get on the quest with you, but I don't know anybody to take my place as the blacksmith's assistant. And I'm really struggling. If you didn't see anybody on your way in that might have been a I don't know, handy with a hammer at all.
No, but I can go outside and yell at people until someone agrees.
You know what? That might be quite helpful.
All
I haven't
right.
tried that before.
Sounds good.
Can I come watch? That
Aldion.
sounds really
Yes.
intriguing.
Aldion, make
So
a
he scoops
perception
up-
check.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, he scoops up his shoulder. And he's gonna strap it on
Yeah.
first over his like
It looks
little
good.
section. And he's gonna
I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back.
okay, he's gonna take a little moment and just kind of like brush it a little bit. And he's very proud of this new little shoulder piece. And
Looks
then he grabs Channel by like the shoulder and like kind of like hauls him outside so they can go and find someone to
Channel's
yell
like-
at.
Mid compliment, and he's like, "It looks kind of good when you would."
So what do you do?
Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is literally step out into a city, or like the entrance of the castle where like normal people are,
Yes.
you know,
Mhm.
that thing. Step out there, and Aldion literally just like straightens up and very loudly goes, "Does anyone want to be a blacksmith?"
Make an intimidation check for me, please.
God.
Oh my god. What did I just walk back into?
He's just
Aldion's trying
asking
to be
everyone
helpful.
and anything to become a blacksmith.
Does
Save
anyone
Tannis.
want to be
Alright.
a blacksmith?
Incredible.
He's being helpful. I dropped my dice. Hold on. There it is.
Together.
3 NPCs in the castle that we could have talked to.
Yeah, but that's
I
the
got-
easy way out.
True. Okay, you're
see
right.
what
This is the fun way.
You're not wrong.
I got a 12.
A
Ooh.
12.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh god, she's getting the dice out.
Get the dice out.
It's a special dice that
Ah.
always put out to 20.
People just like seem scared of you, but no one's approaching.
Wussies.
Okay.
I turned to him. I was like, "Hey, listen, it was a really good try. Thank you for helping me."
We're not done yet.
Okay. I'm both very intrigued and scared.
And Aldion still like has his like hand gripping his shirt. So like as they move through the crowd, he's basically just like tugging him along.
We're just like bumping into people. I was like, sorry. Just like bumping various people out of the way.
In the back of Tails' head is just will mark me down as scared and horny.
Okay, so make a persuasion,
jealous.
make a perception check for me, Aldion, please.
Okay. That's the wrong dice. Right dice. My God. Did you say perception?
Yeah.
Yeah, only an 8.
Yeah, you don't really find anyone that is catching your eye. You just shouting around, trying to find someone that could take his place, but you're not doing a very successful job. Actually, I also want you, Tannel, to make a perception check as well.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oh!
Yes!
Perhaps there is a brain cell among us.
There is. Oh my god.
There is. Oh god. As Aldion is pushing you and just shouting in every single direction, trying to find someone, you spot a halfling girl with like messy black hair, like quite big muscles, like thick. She's literally, you just spot her a tiny bit as she walks into a tavern, and that's what you see.
Okay. Hey, stop! You! Hey! And I just chase after her.
Okay. You chase after her. She turns around and like glares at you, like, yeah, what do you want, huh? What do you want?
No, I come in peace. Listen, you look like you would be a really talented with a hammer. Am
What,
I
you want me
correct?
to smash your brains out? Is that what you want, huh?
You know what? I would rather you didn't. But I have an offer for you. Do you know the blacksmith in town?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I'm his assistant, but I'm leaving, and I really he's looking for a new one, and I saw you, and you just seem very apt and able with.
She like
he's a really good
closer
teacher.
to you.
It's a real. I've learned so much from him already.
She like just squints at you. Like she's very small but very intimidating, and she just squints at you, like almost like you're doing this. What's in it for me?
Yeah, I can't tell if that's a good or a bad thing.
What's in it for me, half-elf?
Oh.
And I draw my rapier, and I'm like, you make things like this. It's really, really pretty. And cool weapons, and who doesn't like swords, right?
She like takes back and looks at it. Make a persuasion check with an advantage.
Okay. 21.
She like looks at you up and down. It is a fine blade. And she like, I'll think about it.
Okay. Thinking is good. Thinking is fine. I'll tell him you're interested.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I need. What's your name?
She like looks down. Cass.
Cass. That's a good name.
It didn't say it wasn't.
Okay,
Did
I'll
I?
be... No. I was trying to be nice. I'm gonna go and tell him that you're interested. Is that okay?
Okay, just leave me alone. Jesus. Okay, bye. As she
Okay,
like
okay,
goes
I'm
back.
going.
And it was just like goes away.
I go back. I go back to Aldion. I was like, I think we found someone. She's very intimidating for a small person, but I think we found someone.
You get scared very easily.
I'm working on it.
He like pats him on the head, and he's like, "It'll get better."
I hope so. Okay, let's go tell him. I just realized, have you got anything better to do than join me right now? I'm just doing errands. Where is everyone else?
I'm avoiding Theoden. He is hungover. I mean, I'm hungover, but like he's dramatic when he's hungover, and I prefer not to be around.
Do you reckon he would like a pumpkin muffin? I know what. I know what
He
Helena
will
is.
probably lament at you for like a solid 20 minutes.
I'm a very good listener.
Okay.
Okay.
You find
So
Someone's
I-
trying to get married here.
You
While
find
someone
Hannah
else is trying to get divorced.
Hey!
So on the way to the blacksmith's, I stopped by Helena's because I know where her bakery is.
Yes, so she has, so with her carriage, you actually notice that she has a new dress on. Instead of the red dress that she usually has on her, it is a yellow one with beautiful flowers, and she is now, instead of her hair being like in a braid like that, her hair is now actually quite loose, and now, but like in a loose ponytail. Seems like she's trying to change it a bit up since she's now in the city. And she
I
looks
walk in.
at both of you.
I'm saying, Helena, you're beautiful. Oh my god, I love it.
She like blushes like,
You look like a summer dryad. I love you. It's like a sunflower.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
she like looks at both of you like, well, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever told me the entire day. All right, okay. Well, if you really want free muffins, I guess I can give you some. As she like puts things in a bag.
He's just stammering like, I wasn't trying to do. I just thought you.
Flattery gets you anywhere. As she like just gives you like a bag of 5 muffins.
Like, this entire time, Aldion's just giving him the weirdest look. He's just like...
I'm just like looking up at Alden, just smiling like, this is nice.
She looks at you, Aldion, like, so for one of my heroes of Brimmer, what do you want?
Nothing.
She kind of looks a bit hurt as you like, nothing.
I'm a little hungover and I feel mildly sick.
Oh, that's all right. Would you like a bit of hair of the dog?
What's that?
Well, if I give you alcohol, that seems sometimes to cancel out the hungoverness.
I'm never gonna say no to alcohol, so absolutely.
All right. As she picks up a glass with like tiny bit of like mead as she gives it to you, like hopefully that will help a tiny bit.
And he just knocks it back immediately. Hands her back the glass. Thank you, I appreciate it greatly.
You actually do feel a bit better.
Actually worked.
I told you. Hair of the dog always works. I mean,
he's
soup
gonna
as well
turn
as some rice.
He's gonna turn to Tannel and be like, maybe I should just never stop drinking. I think that's a good plan.
I actually had a cousin who did that, and he's dead.
He's
What is happening in today's stream? What is this energy?
You broke the table. Violent chaos. That's
It's
what
called-
happened.
What is the energy we brought to the table today?
It's called the Christmas spirit.
No.
It's
and Leon's
something.
just gonna be like, yeah, that seems like a good enough reason to do that. Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it. I need to go back to the blacksmith, but after do you want to come with me, and then we'll go back to Theoden and feed him these?
Please.
Might as well. Got nothing better
Okay,
to
cool.
do.
Follow me, and he kind of leads him out to the blacksmith's place.
All right.
Cool.
And you go to the
yeah.
blacksmith's. You find him there. He's still hammering on. He looks at Algion and is like, "Oh, well, looks like the shoulder pad looks good. Steady. How does it feel?" Aldion, did you join him?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Aldion was like,
Sorry, he's had a bit to drink. Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog. He like looks at you like, I get you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Aldion like
hey,
pats the
I
shoulder
found-
piece a little bit.
Yeah, like does it move nicely?
It does. I like how shiny it is.
He like looks at himself like, I'm so good. I am so good. It's like he like looks at you and wow. Tano, did you get an assistant?
I have found you somebody who is interested in the assistant job.
Okay, wait.
Um,
Where are they?
They're in the tavern right now, but they'll be along soon. They said they're interested and they want to help.
And who is this?
Her name is Cass. She's very strong and very.
Okay, strong and small. I can relate to that. Has Zach frozen for everyone else?
Yes.
In the funniest
Yes.
movement.
It's the funniest.
He looks like a tiny who.
It's really just one of those days, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Zach.
This stream is so chaotic.
Oh man. I hope you guys.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
there
there
he
he
goes.
is.
Fine.
Wait, he's frozen again.
I'm having so
Again?
much fun.
I can kind of hear.
Yeah. It's only slightly better though.
It's fine. As Zach figures that out, we shall go over to the three others that are hooped up in the castle. Theoden in the corner, hating everything about his life, as we have Seed and Diffle outside in the corridor, not wanting to do anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's that about?
Okay, so we'll start with Seed and Diffle.
No. Well, I had left to go get like a wash bin and a cloth, so then that way I could help Theoden
you
clean
found-
up a little bit.
You found
so.
that in the room.
Oh, okay. So I'm
You
just
just left for
gonna
no reason.
go over.
Okay.
I didn't know it was in the room. I thought I had to go get it. Okay, so I go to get that and I just put it next to Theoden and I take the rag and I just kind of start like I kind of make a motion like I'm gonna start. Oh,
He dipped.
he dipped. He's
Long
gone.
Space cowboy.
Zach said, "Fuck the stream."
Farewell, sweet summer child.
Yeah.
As we are all bumbled up.
It's fine.
So
Everything's
now I'm still
fine.
me,
Everything's
but
fine.
Myth is now Phoenix. Phoenix, you're now Zach. Juliana and B are there we go. And we just need them to turn on the
Wait,
camera.
change it.
Oh,
Change it.
We did a little seat swap. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Musical
chairs.
Musical virtual chairs.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Well,
We're in trouble,
I can't see him,
but
so
it's
give me
okay.
2 seconds.
Okay.
I can't see him either.
Screen feels
Yeah.
like a
Can I?
hangover.
We
It may,
love
it may
you
drop
guys.
out
What a
again.
day.
Great, though.
Oh my lord.
I
Give us
know.
2 seconds. And we are back.
Shit, dude.
So,
I just murdered Juliana.
You did.
which is very on point as you do that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fast forward as you clean up him. The blacksmith gets to meet Cass as all of you now fed and well rested, well, minus Theoden in the corner sulking, meet up maybe in the room. You, Tannel, because he gets to meet Cass, are allowed to leave off early for the day.
Oh, wonderful.
So, you're all
Okay.
now in the room getting ready to pack your stuff and leave.
Did Theoden get his pumpkin muffins, by the way? I wasn't there for that.
Yes, you did. You got 5 pumpkin muffins.
Terrific. Okay, cool. That was important.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Excellent. Okay. I look forward to seeing like the 5 minutes that I missed in the catch up, where I was completely out. Gone.
That's so
is
fair.
always fun.
That is so fair. We just got a bit of hair of the dog. It's all the good stuff.
Yep. Okay, good.
All right. So, what do you guys do? You pack up your stuff. It's starting to get quite late. Is there anyone you want to see before you leave? Or
Just want to show off my shoulder piece to Diffle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Diffle, you see the beautiful shoulder piece, and you do see the red details that you also asked for.
I start crying.
Oh,
Aldion's immediately like, did I do something wrong? Am I wearing it incorrectly?
No, it looks beautiful. Does it make you happy though? Do you like the little detailing?
I feel much more handsome without their spot on my shoulder.
That's good.
He's like kind of confused, but he like gently pats her on the shoulder.
Good.
adorable.
We're good.
Okay.
okay.
Theoden's gonna go sulk because his family failed him besides Seed and Diffle. Diffle more so than Seed. Seed is currently the favorite of the children. But he's gonna take his letter and he's gonna he's gonna go find the king, essentially. And he's gonna take what he has in the letter, and he's gonna see if anything like rings a bell with the king, essentially.
All right. You find him quite easily as he is just sitting there in his study. You knock on the door and you hear again this beautiful, like, rumbly voice of the king. Come in.
Oh,
I'm in love with him.
don't need to ask me twice. I don't say that out loud. I walk in. That's all in my mind. I walk in. Like, is it evening? Is it morning? What time of day is it?
It is like, it's starting to get, it's like 6, 7 p.m.
Okay, cool. Good evening, Your Majesty. How are you this evening?
I'm good, Theoden. Thank you. Was there anything you needed or wanted before going off on the adventure?
Yes, actually. So I've come across this letter of sorts from the traitor that you. So, we've established. Anyway, going past that. I have this here, and there's a funny little bit of. The thing is, I'm not fluent in Illyrian, which is essentially what I've got this letter to be translated from. But I do have a great memory. So I'm going to recite. Exit. This is now myth talking. I'm going to recite the. I'm going to recite the contents of the letter to the king.
Okay, yes. Going
back from the exit, back in, I'm going to say, does any of this sound familiar to you? Is there any sort of clues that maybe ring a bell of sorts to you? So that maybe we can have something to go off of to help us find your son.
He I have it next to me here. He looks at the letter. You have the translated version, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay, because he does not know Illyrian either. So he looks at it, it's like, well, Purple Meadows, I guess, is what it smells like, lavender on the letter?
I would assume so, yes.
Yes.
Your Majesty, that's also my guess.
Pure meadow lies ahead. A painless sleep in the sands seemed to be the way. I mean, painless sleep could mean death, and Purple Meadows, I mean, he looks and said, well, lavender is used to conceal a lot of scents.
Exactly, and people do find it useful in falling asleep.
Yes, very. Call upon when the owl lie upon him, and the gates are open. I guess that is, when they got him. Journey unto here, my friend. He looks as he he gets a big grimmer as he looks at. Well, it seems like Geralt knew that he was gonna die. So it seems like the last piece of the letter is to him.
Exactly. It gets a little bit more personal, in my humble opinion, near the end. Especially in the planted in your memory bit, and with the M at the end. And I tried to do some research in your extensive and quite impressive library, I may add, but I couldn't find any sort of remnants of some kind of family crest of this person. Exit. Myth forgets the name. What's the name of the traitor?
Geralt. Not a Rivia.
Geralt? Okay. Back into theater of Geralt. And he pulls out the ring and he goes, I found this when we were sorting through what was left of his belongings. And I looked through what records I could find, and this crest is nowhere to be found. And I'm wondering if it has some...
I have not seen it.
He cocks his head a little bit and he goes...
Sadly, I have not seen him. He never had a family crest either. He gives it back. Well, I'm glad you found that much. And I'm glad you showed this to me. Hopefully...
It was quite hidden. This Geralt's character did not want it to be found.
No, definitely not.
That much is very plain. And Theoden kind of looks at it and he goes, is there anybody in Illyria that could possibly be this M character that you can think of? Any nobleman, any kind of advisor or ambassador you may have come across?
Not that I know of, sadly. I am sorry I could not help. Maybe the M character is not even the real one. Maybe they were just the messenger. Or they could be the real culprit. Could even be a fake name.
Very true. Politicians do have a way about lying about who they are.
True.
Which wouldn't be surprising. How are you holding up, Your Majesty?
I'm doing what I can.
That is an understandable and yet admirable answer.
Well,
I truly am sorry for
Well, you would know, coming from a noble background yourself.
Is it that obvious? He kind of laughs, but clearly he's tired from throwing his guts up, in the other days before.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be lying right now.
No. He looks at him
But he kind of laughs and just
What was the name of the kingdom? We were going to talk about that before you left.
Oh yeah, that little bit. Ruthan Slim. It's been a long time since I've said that out loud.
I don't think I've heard of that kingdom, and I'm sad that I haven't. If you came from there, I bet it was a wonderful place.
Oh.
Wonderful's a word that I'm not sure many people would describe it as. It was more terrifying, but not in a way where it inspires fear, but rather awe. It's been a long time since I thought about it, but no place can ever really truly be the same.
He, looks at you.
It's interesting, you know. He, kind of almost is a little bit teary-eyed, but, not enough to actually shed any tears. It's just his eyes are really glassy at this point. But he's not looking the king in the eye. Yeah. That's for sure.
The king, writes down a little note to you. As he gives it to you and says, if that ever comes across, you can use this. As he gives to you and puts a little seal on it. I'm going to write it to you, Myth, what is in the letter.
Oh.
Alright.
Wow.
As you do that...
Steven takes it. He's gonna put it in his pocket. As, holding back tears, but clearly very much is, it's common knowledge, I guess, where it's known, where this man has his respect, and it's not, a respect that's easily earned.
No. Okay, I've sent it to you now.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to read that.
Alright. As we now go to the rest of you, you meet everyone up by Gladiator, who is looking healthy and wonderful for a horse, and is so happy to see you, Aldion.
Aldion's so happy to see him.
He's like, and goes and nuzzles to you.
Aldion runs up to him and bumps his forehead against the horse and very quietly goes, "I missed you, my baby."
It's very, very happy horse. Yes. As all of you meet up by Gladiator, and pull all of your stuff into the carriage, you are now ready to exit the kingdom of Raveland. Any last things you want to do before we exit the kingdom?
Maybe purchase some health potions.
Okay.
I think that might be a necessity.
I was ready to go.
Okay, so when you go down from the king, you go down to, before you meet everyone else then, Theoden, you go down to where the healer's quarters is. Hamia and Cassian is not there, but you do see Merlin. As she looks up. Oh.
Are you Marvin?
You look dreadful, and that makes me kind of happy.
Oh, thank you. That means so much, because it means I look slightly like you.
What do you want?
I'm thinking I might need to pick up some health potions for my friends, because clearly they need all the help that they can get in this department.
Yes, because clearly you're not giving it to them.
Do you have any on hand? Oh, exactly.
Maybe.
Clearly.
What is it? What's in it for me?
A few gold pieces here or there, maybe whatnot.
How many
What
are
is
you
it that you
buying?
desire? How many do you have?
How many are you buying?
I have to know what the inventory is I could be selecting from before I give out my amount.
Well, one is 35 gold, so.
Is it good?
It's standard.
Huh.
It'll be 50
look,
for
I know
everyone
I'm
else, so I'm
pretty,
being
well,
nice.
Are you? It feels like you're being a little bit vindictive, but that could just be me thinking about things a little
The
bit
more
too
you
hard.
push, the more it's going to be 50 gold for one bottle. So take 35, or you're not going to get any.
Oh, come on now, Merlin. You know you like me. even if you don't want to admit it.
I
We're
really
birds of a
don't.
feather, and we tend to flock together.
I really don't.
What about if I give you a few little tips of how to get Hermia maybe to acknowledge you a bit more than she already does?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm excited. Okay, I swear to God, if this dice does not fail me... Oh no, if it does fail me... Hello. I got an 18 plus 7. 7's my moniker. Or whatever the modifier.
Yeah.
What's 7 plus 18?
A lot.
25. 25. No.
Yeah.
I can't do math.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone help me.
18.
It is
Yeah,
25.
25. She looks at you and she's like,
Oh my God.
I can give you 2 for 50.
Gold.
Okay, so Theoden hands over all the gold that he has.
By the way, I'm just putting it out there as a DM. That standard health potion is 50 gold for 1 outside of the kingdom.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she's actually giving you
You
a
know.
pretty good deal for 2 for 50.
Yeah, all right.
Not
You know
bad.
what? That works. That works.
hmm
That works. Okay.
And you share your experiences with flirting and your ways of...
Exactly. Exactly. You know, a little touch of the hand there, a brush of the pushing back the hair, quick glance, but not enough to where it really concentrates your attention, but enough to make her want more. That's the secret, Merlin. You can't be desperate, but you have to be wanting.
And you're like, and why are you telling me this if you're still single? Has this worked on you
Single.
before?
He kind of leans in and dead serious. He goes, "Darling, I'm married with 2 children and another one on the way."
She's like,
I'm the
oh!
father from single you've ever met.
She like, her eyes shine up. Oh man, I feel bad for the person you are married to.
I said, Theoden goes, "It's okay, he's a dragonborn. If anything, it's more work for me than it is for him."
She like nods. I'm like, oh wow. 3 kids and you just left?
Exactly, and I'm still in my youth. That's the sad part.
Who's taking care of them? Who's taking care of the kids? Have you just left them on their own? While the 2 dads are just...
No, but if anything, they're better off by themselves. I trust them. They do more damage in battle than I could do. They're better people than me, but whatnot. If anything, I'll use these health potions if they need it. You know. He's, like, still sore and, like, a little... Not grumpy, but, like, tired from, you know, this intense workout from beforehand. And he doesn't really feel like explaining himself, but he, like, feels a kinship with this blonde.
Oh man. As you do that. And
So he's
have-
completely
you
he's
have
completely honest
banter.
with her.
Yeah, you guys are banter and yeah, she won't show it to you, but she does respect you, tiny bit, just a tiny bit.
Nice.
Like she wouldn't if she saw you dying, she wouldn't just walk away and ignore.
Oh god,
Kinda
that makes me
situation.
feel really good.
So
Yeah.
she
That's exactly the kind of energy I would have given to her,
she
so
would
it
have
feels
thrown
really
the
like
bandage at you and said, "Do it yourself."
yeah.
But she wouldn't ignore you. That's the kind way you've gotten now.
Yeah. She's a sister that's Theoden never got.
Yes.
But he's excited to be her older brother.
Oh my god, this family tree is getting extensive. You meet up with everyone else by the carriage.
And okay, wait, so I have 2 health potions, correct?
Yes.
Are they like just average or what are they?
They are standard health potions.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. Hello everybody. Mommy's back.
Hello.
Aldion
How was
turns
everyone's
him
day? Oh!
and goes, "Are you feeling any better?"
Yes, clearly. I'm not dead. Which is what I felt like I was.
You weren't going to die. It was a hangover, Theodon. You
I
get them all
could
the
have.
time.
Maybe, but not to that extent. What the hell are these Braveland folk on? Instead of Braveland, it needs to be Deathland. I don't understand these people. Either way.
Tanya just
Are
kind
you
of
wearing a
let out
new
a little.
stick of armor?
Sorry.
Okay, wait. Side note, this is Myth talking. Is Aldian wearing his new armor piece, or is it just like stored away? He's wearing it? Okay. Aldian, is that new?
Yeah, Diffel helped me find a place to get it made, and he points at Darren, and he's like, and he helped make it, I think.
I did, yeah. I actually made it.
He's like examining it really closely and is actually like thoroughly impressed by like the craftsmanship on it. He's like, this is actually quite nice. And he doesn't mean it like in a dismissive way where he didn't expect it to be good, but he's like, he knew it would be good, but this one's like great, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tennille's just like beaming at this point because all he wants to do is impress these new friends that have taken him on. So he's just like, oh.
Aldion like turns a little bit and points at the carving that Tennille did on it, and he goes, he drew me on it. He's like, he's clearly very proud of it. He's like he's genuinely like very excited about this little drawing. No one's ever drawn me before.
Yeah. Theoden kind of like puts his hand on it and he pats it, and then he looks Aldian in the eyes and he's like, you look magnificent, darling. Absolutely magnificent.
I feel very handsome in it.
You are quite handsome.
Well, hey, I'm handy with a hammer. If I get the opportunity, I can try and do my best to make one for you, if you like.
Please, I seem to be almost killed in every battle I get across, so that would be quite nice.
Of course.
Scream's easy target, apparently.
If I find a forge or anything, I'll do my best.
Just so you know, you are not proficient in
like
heavy
you.
armor, Theoden.
You know what? In theory, it's good. He'll take anything at this point. Mans is just testing fate by walking around in public. Yes. I feel like that's how in danger he is constantly.
Honestly.
As I'm gonna show the streamers if this works, the map. You will also be able to see the map on our Twitter, where we posted it there. But that's how it looks like right now and where they are going. Alright. They'll be going from Braveland to Illyria. As you now start your little adventure, as you gallop away through the crowds and leave Braveland behind, going through the massive gates and the massive bridge with the river that runs in front of it, as you see the huge kingdom growing smaller and smaller the further you go ahead. And it's going to be a long journey. And my question is, what do you do?
Not die.
Not die.
That would help. That would be good.
We can do one-on-one. So, Diffel, what do you want to do?
I mean, I wanted to play the game we played the last time, but that didn't really go so well, so I don't want to suggest
so
again. You know what? Does Theoden have his musical instrument with him? Do you have a musical instrument with you right now?
I have 3. I've got
Play some music
baby.
for us, fanboy. Come on.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Steven gets his little lute out and he starts strumming a little funky tune. As one does, you know.
Right, make a performance.
He's not going to be singing though, because his diaphragm. Okay, but his diaphragm's a little sore.
Yeah, you sing.
So he's just going to be doing pure acoustic, whatever. What performance? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. That would be a 16.
60, yeah, it's
Man's is
pretty
still a little
good.
rusty,
It is very catchy.
but okay.
It is very catchy.
yeah,
It's
that's
very
a little-
good. It's like
Little
33
bardcore
bottles of
action
beer in the
happening.
wall, 32 bottles of beer.
Yeah.
30 bottles of beer in the wall.
Huzzah!
Absolutely.
He keeps you busy. Seed, what do you do?
I'm probably like kind of huddled in the corner of the cart, just kind of like keeping to myself and doing essentially what I was doing in the morning of just like going over my spell books, writing like little notes in the margins, writing little like notes. I'm probably like practicing a couple of like spells and cantrips in the palm of my hand, just
Mhm.
kind of like I'm still like training as best as I can, basically.
Yeah.
I'm kind of being quiet. I'm not really like talking much.
Okay. You guys see that as well, just little like pew, pew, sparks coming from Seed's hands as he notes down stuff. Right.
Cute.
Tannel, what do you do?
In the breaks of when we stop, he sort of practices his swordplay a little bit against various trees and like swishing bark and generally just sort of swishing about and making sure his feet are moving right. And in between, he kind of sits there after a couple of hours and he kind of realizes and he sort of leans over to Fed and he's just like, I've prepared almost every single way physically I can. But where are we going?
That is the beauty of it, my dear boy.
Alright, Pippin.
No one fucking knows.
We don't, okay. Do we
To be
have
fair,
a
to
general
be
direction?
fair. Theoden like gets out this little letter and he goes,
Shit, sorry.
to be fair, with this one, it seems a little bit more vague than the other ones. The other ones we have a bit more direction towards, or like a destination of some sorts. This one's a bit of a puzzle. And he's like kind of looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could head somewhere with Purple Meadows. I don't know. But, okay, well, as long as it's not just me, I kind of realized when we set out, but I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to seem like I know.
Okay,
Theoden
But I'm
claps
glad
him
that
on
we're
the
all on the same
shoulder.
page, that we don't know where we're going.
Theoden claps him on the shoulder and he goes, do not worry, my friend. None of us here know what the fuck we're doing. We're just doing it. If it makes
good.
you
Who has-
feel better.
Who has the map?
I do.
Okay, can you please make a survival check for me, please?
If we actually, I'm assuming I have the map since I'm the one driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least.
I would hope so.
What did you
Oh
get?
no.
Oh, no.
Give me a second. 6.
Oh.
6.
Why did we give the
Accurate.
one person who can't read the map?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a map. You don't need to be able to read it.
No.
There's words on it.
Cartography.
Yeah, but I can figure out directions. I have pretty decent, like, I'm supposed to have pretty decent survival skills, but apparently not in this role.
Apparently
If
not.
anyone else...
Our roles have been
do
dreadful
you,
today.
do you say that out loud, Aldian, being like, this map is a bit difficult to read, or do you just keep on going?
I'm gonna shove it over to, I'm gonna, like, hold it out. And when I hear them talking about not knowing where we're going,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, obviously I can't ask you to, but Diffle or Seed, do either of you have an idea of where this place we're supposed to be going is?
Who takes the map first?
I got an 18.
In survival?
Oh, sorry. Oh, survival. Oh, hold on. Where is it? Plus 2. 20. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you look at the map, Diffle, you see maybe peering over her shoulder. You see that you are, of course, in Braveland, if you look at the map that I gave you, you will be needing to cross a bridge that goes over to Damara. You will need to get on the edge of Damara where there's like a little lake and cross another bridge which will get you to Illyria. So you will need to get... You literally need to get through, like, at least next to the lake for Damara and then into Illyria to get there.
Okay,
Cool. Nice.
so we're heading for a bridge. But we gotta go through a thick forest first.
Yeah.
This group has great experience with forests.
Oh, yes, you do.
We really know how to fucking cross those.
Yeah.
I only give you things I know you will succeed in.
Thanks.
You and I have different
Kidding.
definitions of succeed, but yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll go with that one.
As you get closer and closer away from Braveland, you get quite into the thick forest. The sun goes down as it is quite dark now. Even the trees are kind of covering the moonlight, and the stars that would have helped you earlier on your journeys. So, what do you do? Do you continue through the night, or you do have lanterns, so you're not quite blind? But
You do have
We
swords.
could take it in turns to sleep. I don't mind taking first watch.
while you drive?
Yeah.
Can I do an Arcana check of some sort? Because I don't trust Forrest after the last time.
Yeah, I also don't trust mine.
Yeah, you do. Both of you want to do it?
Oh, I know.
No. Okay. So yeah. So Myth, make an Arcana check.
Okay, cool. We got a 17.
Yeah, you don't feel anything, Ancient.
Cool.
The only arcane thing you feel is the from Seed's hands.
Nice. That's good. The other one gave me trauma.
I mean, we should probably rest a little bit. I don't want to push Gladiator too far.
Exactly, because Gladiator is the first line of defense in this group.
And like
He's a little grumpy.
Aldeon, like very slowly, like turns his head, look at Theodon, and he like
Theodon he puts his hands up. He's like, "I said what I said, bitch," and then walks away.
no, you can't walk away. We're still on the cart.
No, we're not.
You're stuck there. So Aldeon, like he pulls Gladiator to a halt, and he leans in very close to Theodon, very close, and he goes,
I'd like to see you pull a cart full of supplies and 5 large people for an entire day and be fine the next without any rest.
Respect the horse.
I'd like to see you read.
That
Oh.
means nothing to me. What's the
Theodon
point
just
of
rolls his eyes
reading?
like, okay, whatever. Oh, you would know if you knew how to read.
Not my
See-
fault. No one taught me.
See,
I
just
can
looks
teach
up
you.
from his book. He's like, "What is the point of that? The horse can't read either."
It's like, you're supposed to be on my side. What?
Let's not have a family feud at this moment. We just got out of the castle.
"We're already bickering."
My goodness. And we have a new family member with us. Do you really want to put a bad impression on him? Do you? It's fine, silence. Some of us are trying to focus on the trees outside. They look really nice in the evening.
Theoden's gonna pull a Gandalf, and he's gonna go have the company of the only person he can stand at this moment, which is himself. And he's gonna go
God,
sit in the corner and not talk to anyone.
Okay.
He's having a
Fine.
rough couple of days, y'all, and no one's making it easy on him.
Well,
I-
most
I-
of them are
I don't got
self-inflicted.
pumpkin muffins.
Is it?
I like
He's fine. His family's got attitude.
Once Theoden's done like
We had to get
exploding,
it from somewhere.
Aldeon's gonna turn to Tannel and be like,
Did you say you could teach me how to read?
I think so. If you wanted that, because it can be useful. Like, I know Illyrian and Common and Elvish.
It would be nice to be able to understand what everyone else is talking about sometimes.
Yeah. Sure. Do you want to practice now? I got some paper and a pen.
We can take first watch together.
Okay.
While we wait.
Sure.
As you jump in the front of the cart, you take first watch as the rest of the 3 of you sleep for a couple of hours. I want you to make an intelligence check to see if you can read, like how well you did the first lesson, Aldeon.
"Okay." Wow. Oh, it's bad.
There's my little dot worn off. Okay. 6. Plus. Is it my... What is it? My intelligence or wisdom? It's a 6.
Yeah, it still scribbles for you. You kind of get what Tannel is saying, but what he's saying versus what he's writing down is not quite adding up. But you know, it's okay. You know, this is the first lesson you've ever had in this. So,
Love having a learning disability.
yes. So it still scribbles and scribble. But it's but it's okay because it's the first lesson.
The Tennor's just really thrilled that he's like getting any sort of responsibility at this point. So he's just like, then you do really well, really well. It can be tough at first, but hey, we'll get there. I think this is going to be a long trip. So
You're a pretty good teacher. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
It's nice to be able to learn new things. People tend to not give me the benefit of the doubt when it comes to learning things.
I get that. I get looked down on when people try and fight me a lot. They think I'm kind of, I don't know, small compared to a lot of other races, but you can be pretty handy if you know what you're doing, and I think that's the same with outward appearances when you're reading. So you're smart. I know you are.
Thank you. And you're a great fighter.
Ah, thanks.
As you guys have that moment in front of the cart, who are the next two who are going to keep watch?
It's
I can watch.
Theoden. Theoden
Theoden
never fell
and
asleep. He was awake the whole time.
Diffel. Okay, Theoden and Diffel take the next watch as, I'm guessing...
Exactly.
So who... Okay, both of you make an animal handling check for me, please.
Oh, goody. I'm good at that.
21.
Oh!
Thank God.
21 and 22. So Gladiator...
No, I got a 12.
12. Sorry, I thought you said 22. So, Diffel,
Yeah,
as you and Theoden go in front, it seems like Gladiator listens to you a bit more than Theoden. Not that he doesn't like Theoden, you just have a bit of a more bond with the horse than he does. As you guys sit in the front and the rest of the party sleeps. Can you also, both of you, make a perception check for me, please?
I got a 13.
13?
Okay, I got a 17 plus 6.
Yes.
So, 23.
Mm-hmm. So while you're, riding along through the night, you don't see anything suspicious. It's just dark woods as you sit in a carriage during a silent night. What do you do while you are
Is
on
it silent?
watch? It's not like silent,
Yeah.
but it's like silent.
Yeah.
You know?
Theoden's gonna get his little lute out and he's gonna play like a little old lullaby that doesn't really sound familiar to anyone else.
Yes. Diffel's kind of gonna hum along a little bit, except because she doesn't know what this song is. She's gonna hum "I've Been Working on the Railroad" to herself. Kind of keep a beat going.
Quite a song you have there, Diffel.
Thank you. My cousin's best friend's sister's boyfriend's husband told me it when a while ago.
Sister's boyfriend's husband. What is that dynamic?
It's Greek. But long story short of a family tree that we don't need to talk about at the moment. That's where I learned it from. So thank you.
This little
Kind of
long
feels instantly asleep at
extended
this.
family tree of yours. This song that's
There was a
been passed
hamster in
down.
there that also did some correlating, but we don't know about that. She's removed.
Is that what?
It was removed.
Interesting.
Hamster once removed.
I was about
Y'all,
death.
I can't believe I'm trying to be serious right now.
Come on, you can do this.
Tie
Okay,
yourself
Theoden's
up,
gonna be like
hamster once
strumming a little
removed.
bit. He's gonna be strumming a little bit. And he's gonna be kind of quiet and he's gonna go, my mother used to sing me this song when I was younger, when I couldn't sleep. I had terrible nightmares. Not the kind of ones most children have, where you wake up and can be consoled easily, but more like the ones where you would wake up and never feel quite right ever again. But like something was always watching you in the dark. My mother used to hold me and had this tiny music box of hers, and it would sing this song. And I like to sing it sometimes, when I myself don't feel quite right anymore. But I don't think it has quite as much reach as your hamster story now, does it?
Do you want to talk about why you don't feel quite right now?
Well, there are many paths that I could walk down that would illuminate to you why I don't feel quite right, but to be honest, I had a little conversation with the king of Braveland. You know, that tall glass of water we all seemingly lost our minds about. I'm glad it wasn't just me who found him attractive, and that I feel better about that now.
I feel like he has some kind of love spell
What is
on
in the
him.
water? Something about him just scream. Well, I'm not going to say what it screams because
Screams,
people are
take
sleeping.
me.
Anyway,
For some reason.
You said it, I didn't. Anyway. I went to ask him before we left about anything in the letter that, we found at Geralt's house that would maybe jog his memory a bit of something. Maybe someone had spoken to him in passing in any sort of, political meeting or advisory session. And that motherfucker could see right through me. I mean, clearly I'm not one who's been... I come from a certain stock of people. Correct?
Well, it takes one to know one.
Oh. Intriguing. Anyway.
But we're not talking about me right now, we're talking about you, so carry on.
Oh, you know just how to fluff my ego, Diffle. The thing is, I had to talk about something with him, about where I came from. What used to be my home. And on top of everything else, and clearly with how well I took the Braveland alcohol, I wasn't at my best when I had to reveal to him certain things about myself, and it kind of weighs on you, I think. I haven't revisited that place in my mind for years. And sometimes
That's okay.
it feels... Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's okay. Sometimes it feels like I ran away.
Well, that's one way to look at it, but sometimes, even if it's really painful to think about it, you still have to go down the road to go through that next chapter of your life,
See, I agree, but in my experience, I'm not sure there's quite a road for me to walk on anymore.
Well, then that's where the door closes and you yeet yourself through the next window. Because there's window. I try to be serious.
Window.
I'm sorry. Shush. Okay, sorry. Wrong form of words where you graciously throw yourself through the next window. And the good thing is, if you feel like you had do I have to make a perception check about picking up on the brutal backstory that Theoden's low-key laying down at the moment?
No, I think you're getting it.
The right questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so based off of the tone of your voice and the way you bring up your biological parental figure that's female.
It's okay, darling. You can say mother.
Okay, mother. I think it's safe to say that based off of the people that you've met in our group so far, I think you've made a new family. So it's okay to let go of your old one.
Oh. Appreciate that. I don't think you'll quite ever truly understand how much I do appreciate that. But my one fear is that if I let everyone get as close as I want them to, I'll just end up turning into what she became. Because I don't think I'm that far off.
I beg to differ. I think you're amazing.
Here's the thing, you didn't know my mother.
I don't need to know your mother, I know you.
Oh, thank you. He pats her hand where he truly means it. But he kind of holds it a little bit, and she can feel his hand shaking a bit because he hasn't really ever talked about this before with anyone. And he just goes, "She was the greatest person I've ever met. But she was also the most vile and destructive and horrendous person, and seemed to spread some sort of sickness wherever she walked. And sometimes I like to play it off as much as I can, but I can't ever truly distract myself from when I look into the mirror because I don't see Theoden. But when I look into the mirror, I don't see my eyes looking back at me, I see hers."
Feels like you're haunted by your past.
In a way. Sometimes I think I'm just running, but every step I take, it just seems I'm a step behind her, constantly in her shadow. Constantly trying to push my way through and to break free from whatever clasp she had around my neck and my being, but no matter what I do, I still feel the way her fingers used to crawl through my hair and grasp my face. Because from everywhere else, you would think that it was just a mother lovingly caressing her son. But I felt how hard she gripped. And I felt how her nails dug into my scalp. And that's not a feeling I can ever really chase away. And then he just kind of gets quiet and doesn't expand on that.
I'm not gonna say anything else on that. I'm just gonna hug Theoden until he feels like he doesn't need to be hugged anymore.
Theoden doesn't look at her, but he has her, if she had her head on his shoulder, he has her head, and is just holding it. And I don't think she'll acknowledge it, but he's definitely crying at this point. And it's like the ugly sob where you kind of hear him breathing a little bit, but he's not. But he's not trying to make any noise. But that, and he also doesn't want to wake anyone up. You know.
Validation.
But he feels close enough with Diffel to where this ugliness in him, or what he feels like is ugly, won't be taken advantage of or ridiculed in any way. Which he doesn't think that it's gonna happen with anyone else, but
yeah.
Diffel just kind of has a certain presence with him that he doesn't get really with anyone else.
And as we all cry our eyes out, it turns into morning as you see the sunlight hit the leaves above you, making a beautiful light cascading in front of you down the road. The rest of you wake up with the sun intruding onto your eyelids as Theoden and Diffel are in the front. I'm going to say, for the sake, you don't see any puffiness on Theoden's face or anything that could indicate that he had a night and a half.
That bitch is hydrated.
You just still
He's
look
hydrated now.
No, you just still look hungover, so you don't really know if it's that's still lingering on. He still looks a bit pasty.
Nice.
As you all wake up ready for the day. So, Tannel, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna say, do we have rations or do we need to hunt? I can possibly get us some food to take on the road, like some game or something.
A very grumpy looking Albion, because he's used to cuddling Theoden when he's sleeping, so not having him, like, he didn't sleep bad, but like it wasn't like the same, you know? So he's not like tired, but he's just like a little grumpy. He like reaches into his backpack or his satchel, and he like slaps the pack of rations he has onto his lap and then rolls back over.
Oh, okay. So rations are fine. Okay. Well, if you need to hunt, then just let me know.
Yeah, you find what you need for like basic breakfast. You also still have your pumpkin muffins.
Cool. Also, I haven't given them to Theoden yet. Okay. So I kind of wake up and I have 5 pumpkin muffins, and I just kind of hand one out to everyone and say, hey, so this is a last little thank you for letting me on the road, and also a thank you for Helena for being so lovely, but there's one for each of us here, and I just hand them out to the whole group.
As you all have a little pumpkin muffin in your hand from your favorite NPC.
Go, happy first breakfast.
Oh my god, I love him.
God, he's so cute.
I love him. Theoden is gonna take the pumpkin muffin and stuff it in his face, and then like wordlessly like grab on to his shoulder and just like look at him for like a long moment. Not say anything, but he's just gonna look at him, and like he's gonna squeeze a little bit, and then he's gonna turn back around and then go back to what he was doing.
And Tanner just looks over to Diffel, and it's just like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I can't tell. It's very difficult with his expressions.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Oh, good.
Theoden is not looking at him, but through a mouthful of pumpkin muffins, he goes, "It's a very good thing."
Oh, good. Okay. Wow. So, pumpkin muffins are good, and I need to get better at whispering. Cool.
You're not on the biggest cart, so.
No.
Yeah.
I can teach you the ways.
I feel like we're in a Kia Soul. That's what we're in. We're in the Kia Soul of cart.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Cool.
Alright. As you travel on.
She mentioned the hamster. That's all I think of.
Oh my god. The hamster. What a thing. As you travel through the forest, it doesn't take you that as long, but it does take you a while to get through the entire forest because it's quite huge. It's again around 6-7 p.m. So you've been traveling the entire day. When you finally see a clearing through the woods, you see, when you get there, a lot of people. What you can see are like ships and boats. You can see people carrying like crates of things. It seems like people are using this bridge that you see people crossing over, and people have also and used like the harbor on as like a little shipment thing between the two countries. As you see, people are going towards the bridge, but it looks like there are loads of guards there as well. So, what do you guys do?
Albion's gonna. Oh, he's gonna put a hand on.
Are there guards like in front of the bridge?
They're like no. So the guards are like on each side of the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Like inspecting.
Albion's gonna put a hand on Diffel's shoulder and quietly ask her to pull like Gladiator to a halt, so they can like take a moment and observe everything before getting close.
On the brakes.
As you get to onto the bridge. As you see one guy like, halt, I just need to check what's in your carriage if you don't mind.
Don't have license or registration with us, sir. Sorry.
Like, looks at
Oh
you
my
like,
god. Why would you say that?
he looks at you like, he's a bit nervous. He looks back to his friend like, and goes over like, do I need license registration?
No, I was
and you see the other person like not know, and you see then that person go to another person, and it was
No.
Oh my God.
he's like, it was doing the same thing, and that person doesn't know
You gave him anxiety.
until another person
It's
runs to a tent further away.
Oh god.
Fucking, what have you done?
And the guy just like, just wait. Just hold on a bit. But this is what happens when you don't say that clearly before I do something about it.
Exactly. He just lays back and goes, oh, this is gonna take a minute. And he just like sits.
As then you can see the domino effect of like the guy that ran onto one guy and then the other guy and then running to the other one. So you're like, if you have any of interest, we would like to see it, but our first priority is to look into the cart.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Kind of turns to Third, and he's like, "Is adventuring always this bureaucratic?"
You'd
No.
be surprised. Not really.
Okay.
Usually we just hit things.
When I hold
There
Yeah.
seems a lot of red tape.
them out, that it becomes like
Sometimes some of us here tend to say things before we think of them and end up creating a sort of horrible problem for the rest of us.
I'm gonna look around at like. Oh, you mean me?
As you see the guard come up onto the cart and starts looking through your things. So sorry guys, just protocol after everything that's happened with the kingdom and just checking around, and he like looks under the cart, and he's
Stephen
gonna
goes, with the kingdom, are we in danger, my good sir?
oh no, not you, just the disappearance of the prince, you never know what's, so, it's kind of, a lot, as he goes through everyone's, thing,
Wait, side note, do we still have the letter from the king that asked us to say that we're
do
gonna
you have
go
the contract?
find the prince?
Yeah, you do have the contract.
Okay, well
Oh,
then
thank God.
Theoden's gonna whip that contract out and he's gonna go, well then I do hope this will help us speed us on our way, since we are the ones who have been tasked by your monarch to find your prince.
Takes it and starts reading it. He's like, oh my, sorry, can I just, for 2 seconds, can I just, as he just jumped down with the contract in hand, gives it to the guy, and the guy's like, what? And like, saying, oh shit, and he goes to the other guy that also reads it, like shit, and he runs to the tent again, with the contract. He's like, and you wait like a whole 5 minutes just there. I was just waiting for something to happen.
Theoden's sitting there, he's like checking an imaginary watch. And he's like, I sure hope the prince is alright. It'd be a shame if any time would be wasted here sitting, waiting for certain people to make some sort of bureaucratic process go through. It's not as if a certain heir to the throne's life is at stake at this moment.
If I made a scene, could we just simply go across the bridge without them knowing?
No, I need that fucking letter.
Yeah.
We need that letter.
As you make a scene and become a bit of a Karen, you see someone with a full armor, like very intimidating looking guy, salt and pepper kind of beard with a scar across his face. Looks like one eye missing as he goes heavily towards the cart with the contract in hand. Looks at everyone up and down. So you're the ones who are gonna try to save the kingdom.
And you don't have an eye.
Try.
What did you say, Jules?
Nothing.
Okay.
And
sorry.
you don't have an
no.
eye.
And you don't have an eye. And he just like And your point?
I thought we were just stating the obvious.
Oh.
He like gives a little like, huh, and gives the contract back. As he
Theoden
goes,
takes it and he goes, thank you.
as he goes in front, there are loads of people on the bridge, but he just stands in front of it. As you can see him like clapping his hands together, and like a wind twirls in the middle of the bridge, just forcing people to go to the side.
Moses?
Nice.
As as he stands there, very intimidating, like everyone's just stopped breathing at this moment. Slowly looks back at you as he gestures towards the bridge.
Theoden leaves over to Ali and he goes, I like him.
I do too.
Right? He gets shit done.
I wish I could do that.
As you guys, cross the bridge, you can see people like looking, not quite knowing why you guys got first priority. And you like hear whispers and all of that stuff as it takes a while to get through the bridge. It's a really, really fucking long bridge. As you see like the seagulls and like the beautiful like river that definitely goes into the ocean if you go far enough. You see so many different like merchants and travelers. You see people actually that are just there on the bridge selling stuff, as it seems to be a very huge place where people just use to get through.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyone want to make a perception check?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll do it. I got a 14.
So did I.
Okay, wait. But my perception's +6, so it's 20.
Oh!
A dirty
Ew.
20.
Nice.
Okay. What did 14 and what did you get, Seed?
I got a 15.
15. Diffel?
I got an 18.
18 and Aldion?
I did not do it.
You did not do it. You don't want to do it?
No.
Nope. That's totally fair.
Aldian does not see.
At this point, I have failed at every
I'll
single
do
perception
feels.
check I have taken, so...
You are
there's
just
no point
concentrated
anymore.
on getting across the bridge. It's really tight, and you have a fucking horse that's massive, and you
It's
have
very fun.
it's very focused. Like just get off the bridge onto the next country. Just onto the road. As you guys go, you Theoden sense a whiff of something. You can't quite know what it is, but there is a smell of something that catches your nose.
Is it something I've smelled before?
Something you've smelled before.
Okay. Can I make another perception check to see
No.
if I can recognize the smell? Okay. I will just sit and wonder.
Wow, what a
You
funny
see-
smell. I will not look into this any further.
I won't unpack that for another couple days.
But it's something. It just triggered something, but you can't quite get what it was.
Are there some like adjectives to it? Is it like fruity? Is it like hearty? Is it sweet?
It's
There's some nuts in it.
it's in a
Ma'am.
As in the food.
I think it would be like on the
Smoke.
sweeter side.
Okay.
I'm just gonna check some notes here that I have. If you just guys, so what does Tannel or Seed or anyone do while you cross the bridge?
Is the bridge
keep
like rickety? Is it a sturdy bridge or is it kind of just...
While it's like
Oh, okay.
while you're getting over.
I'm going, I've never been abroad before.
That was funny.
Are we going over water?
Yes, you are.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
no.
why Aldeon's so freaking stressed.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
As also because you Diffel roll quite high. As you guys are traveling, you see someone quite huge. This person, she has a beautiful like armor that is like shining with the gold, and like shining like gold almost, with the bridge. Her hair in like a tight braids around her shoulders, a bit wavy. She looks strong. You definitely recognize her from the back, and the sword that she is holding. So as you see Ellie casually standing on the bridge, she seems to be buying some pastries and stuff for the rest of her, seems to be her group.
I push her off the bridge.
We haven't stopped.
No, we're still in the car. We're in the car.
I'll jump off
You
the
don't
car.
get mobility.
I'll go over there. Oh, hello. Boink. In the water.
Do you actually?
And I
What
do
do
it
you
again.
do? Just stand there?
Wait, okay. As you go down, you jump off the cart. That kind of creates a ruckus as people kind of move away because they're trying to make space for your carriage. She sees that and moves, and she's like, "Diffle! Oh my God! I did not think that I would see you here. Oh, come here! Come on, give me a hug." And she like goes and just squeezes you. Like, I have not seen you since we've been training!
Oh. Oh!
Yes!
Oh no!
That's why I was looking at the notes, and I was looking at you saying that, I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you almost
What
killed
did
someone you like.
Diffle, who
She's
did you
still
try to
alive.
kill?
Still in denial. Hold on. She's still in denial. Keep talking.
Yeah,
Keep
she's
talking.
like
Wait,
holding
at
us
this
like,
point,
and like, she's
I'm gonna
quite
be right back.
big. It's okay. She's quite big, like a burly woman, and she's like holding and just like swishing you from side to side, kind of like Scorpia. She's like, I have not seen you for so long. Like, drops you down. And she's like, look at you, a proper paladin.
Do we know each other?
Diffle, do I need to remind you who this person is?
No, I know who it is. I know who it is.
just like-
Diffle doesn't though.
She kind of looks hurt. And she's
I'm
like,
just kidding. Hello.
and she's like, I thought you were gonna break my heart. What was that all about, huh? You didn't need to do that.
No.
Oh my
I've been working
goodness.
on my scaring charisma stuff. I wanted to give it a try on you. I'm sorry if it scares you a little
I
bit,
am
but that's kind of the point of scaring charisma.
She like takes her cheeks and like and squishes them like, I am so proud of you. Look at you, and she like looks at the cart and she's like, oh my goodness, is that your little band? Little band of troublemakers? She goes up and she like, again, she's a human woman, but she's quite large for her size. She like reaches her hand, doesn't even have to like look up to do it as she like says hi to each and every one of the other card. Hi, you can call me Ellie. I was Diffle's trainer. It's all because of her. She's become the paladin that she is.
well,
Tell
you
me
must be
everything
quite
I know.
a gifted trainer then. My god, Diffle is one of the best fighters I've ever seen.
Wow, isn't he?
Paladin, she took down a bugbear in one fell swoop. It was crazy.
Exactly. It was
You
impeccable.
And she like looks down at you.
Actually, it wasn't all me at that point. Everyone had their part, and
No, I missed the creature entirely.
Quit being
had a bigger
honest.
part in that.
You had a whole moment. If you could have had music blasting behind you, you would have. It was that incredible. She did a whole
But
flip and everything.
It wasn't all of me. I think it was more of an advanced technique that I used at that point. That I wasn't ready to
It was a stroke of genius. It was like she was gifted with something.
You're far too kind. But it
Her
was
abilities beyond her years.
It was a
crazy.
miracle, I will say. And I felt
It was.
gifted enough to be able to witness it in person.
She like
It was incredible.
She looks at you down at you, Diffle. Oh, so you're keeping a good communication with your patron then?
I'm more like they're keeping a good communication with me. I feel like sometimes they just take my soul, they kind of give a little massage, and then they put it back in there, and I'm never prepared.
Right. So and she takes you a bit to the side. So I'm so sorry. So you're not talking to your patron.
In
Like,
my
you
thoughts,
don't-
I am.
No, but do you hear him back?
Yeah.
Like words?
Yeah.
Okay. It would be weird if you didn't. As you,
Strange. Just sometimes they do a little bit more than talking, and I'm never prepared for it.
I was like, okay, good. It would be weird if you didn't. As she like pats you on the shoulder, pats you on the back, and like goes back. Well, I've gotta get this back to my party. Where are you guys going? Anywhere? Are you like saving a prince or something?
Yes.
What?
She like looks back at you.
Yes.
Do you have any experience in that department that you'd like to share with us at this point?
I've never saved a prince, that's for sure. I saved a little princess though. As she like squish your cheeks again, Diffle.
Princess.
No, she's not really a prince. She's my princess.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like, just all right, but I'll get you going. You guys go save a kingdom, I guess, and I'll see you around. And she like waves and then
Bye.
goes away.
Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Hi.
Bye.
Take care of my little angel for me.
I love that woman.
Oh. Diffle. Who was that?
Yeah, she
Yes,
was real friendly.
Diffle. Do share with the rest of the class here.
Well, when that untimely, when I was in the past, I was trained by her, and then when, damage happens to a bloodline and everyone accidentally dies, she took me in, and she was kind of like my mom in a way.
Oh,
And
she's like an adoptive parent. I had one of those.
Sacramento, yes, that exactly. And she kind of just took me in and trained me, and then one day she was like, "It's time for you to leave the nest," and I was like, "I'm not ready to go," and she was like, "But you are," and I was like, "But I'm not," and then she kind of let me go.
I had
haven't
something
seen her.
almost exactly like that.
I love that we're on the same page
Look
here.
at
That
us.
makes me so happy. I appreciate this monumentally. Thank you.
I do have a question though.
I might have an answer.
Well, you seemed kind of angry when you first saw her.
I
Not gonna
noticed the
lie, I
flustered
thought
look.
it was the that bitch who took me down and was laughing at me at first in the tournament.
That's an
so I was kinda
understandable
like-
reaction.
And but it wasn't. The closer I got, and the moment I felt my ribs crushing, I remembered exactly who she is. All the memories came back. from
Pro
memory
tip
lane. They
here.
were a little strong,
Let's
but they're back now.
not punch people when we're associated with a certain crown of a certain kingdom. Let's keep that to when
I
we're
mean-
not employed.
We're not punching people.
No, we can punch people, but we need to make sure we know who they are before we do the said punching.
Don't scare me like that.
Was it good to see her again, Diffle?
It was so good to see her again. I was taken back at first because I wasn't ready, but I had to keep my composure that I wouldn't cry in front of you guys because I wasn't ready to cry.
You can always cry in front of us. We're
You've already cried in front of me.
I have?
Literally
have!
yesterday, you were crying.
I was tearing up. There was allergies in the air, and I just didn't care. And someone was chopping onions near me too. I don't know why they were chopping onions by the horse, but they were. I think maybe I'm allergic to onions. Maybe the two factors together doesn't compute with my allergies of onions.
As you continue talking about
I'm
onions,
sure that's exactly that.
you cross the bridge eventually, though it becomes quite late again. It has taken you a while and a half to get there, as you are now closer to the edge of like a lake. So, which seems to be the best way to travel with your carriage as well. You see, as the night comes in, you see the moonlight glistening in the water. As you see some people pass you by, some people don't, but you're mostly by yourself.
I think we should actually camp tonight.
I think so too.
Completely in concession with that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you find a really nice spot by the water. Are any of you gonna take watch, or are you gonna all sleep?
I will.
I can take watch.
I'm gonna
Theon's
sleep.
gonna sleep then.
Theoden's
I'm
gonna
also took
take
watch.
a little nap.
He's gonna get some beauty sleep.
So, beauty sleep for Theoden. Tannel, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna sleep as well for now, since there's two people on watch at first.
Okay, who were the two people on watch? Seed and Aljon. Okay. As the three of you sleep, can two of you make perception check for me, please?
Once again, I see nothing.
You see
Every
nothing.
time.
It's not good.
I have never seen a thing. I've just never seen anything.
What did you get?
What
Seed?
is sight?
It's a 7,
Okay.
so it's not good.
Both of you are confident that you
I'll
don't
be in.
see anything really, like that you're quite safe.
You know what? I will chalk it up to I'm probably like still kind of distractedly going through my books and like still like doing the same thing I've been doing for the
Yeah.
past couple of days of just
and you're
just
using
making
the light.
notes
You're
and like
using the light from the fire as well, so it's just
yeah. I'm not doing a great job of keeping watch. I just want to feel like I'm being useful.
As you do that, it goes to the night. As you, Diffle, when you sleep, you sense almost in your head, you find yourself in a dark room. It's almost like you feel alone, but at the same time not. It doesn't feel like the same room you were when you were in the carnival, but it's still quite dark. It seems that it's so eerily quiet, but at the same time so loud. You seem to be walking again just through the dark, and it's just, you don't know if it's a room or just something that you're just vastly, around you. And then you suddenly hear someone trying to speak to you, but it's so muffled. And then you hear another voice, but that one is also as muffled as they can be. It seems like they're trying to talk to you at the same time, but no words are coming through. There is no light, but you can see yourself as clear as day, as you sense this almost headache around in your head. And when you think about what you told Ellie about talking to your patron, did she really mean talk as in words? Because you don't really seem to have heard any words but a muffling and mumbling and a sense of someone guiding you. So it puts you a tiny bit unease. And you just seem to be there as your mind falls into a casual dream. Just you, maybe looking out in the water or something, dreamlike state. But that's something that sticks with you when you wake up. As the two of you that are sitting by the fire, you don't really see Diffle moving around at all. What do you guys do?
I think Aldion's probably still anxious from going over a bridge, and now are we settled by water?
Yeah.
So he's probably a little anxious about being next to a lake as well. So he's kind of, I think he's pacing back and forth and like juggling a stone in his hand, but like it's definitely going back and forth and back and forth.
All right. Yeah. See, do you notice this as well?
What, Aldian pacing, or the fact that Dipple's not moving?
Aldian pacing.
Or both? Okay. I keep like making my little notes, but I like glance up at him every once in a while, just like trying to think of something to say, and then I think of again, and then I'm like, no, never mind, I won't say anything. Oh, maybe I will. No, okay. Like I'm trying to figure out like how do I calm him down, and then nothing that I'm thinking of is like good, so I'm like, okay, this is fine.
So you just continue writing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Who's gonna...
I think eventually I'll kind of like, does he like walk past me at any point? Like, does he cross in front of me?
He's like pacing like right next to you. Probably.
Okay. So at some point, I think I'll like kind of reach a hand out and tug on his pants.
Aldion like startles a little bit, like he wasn't really there, and he like stops walking and turns to look at Seed and goes, "What is it?"
It's okay.
What's okay?
We're off the bridge. We're okay. We're on stable ground. You can
but we're next to water. I don't like that.
Yes, but water is not approaching us. Is staying where it is.
I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight.
I can stay up with you. I don't think I'm sleeping either.
He nods a little bit, and like that seems to calm him down enough that he like takes a seat next to Seed, but like with Seed like kind of in between him and the lake.
All right.
Thank you.
If you guys do that, you will need to take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I know.
On the next round.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as the two of them let you sleep. You two of the others. Tanel, you dream of something lovely.
Oh.
You dream of something nice and lovely and wonderful. As you, Theoden, that same smell that kind of hit you on the bridge again triggers your memory in your sleep. It's like you can't quite grasp what it is, but it's there.
Lovely.
And it seems to just be on the back of your mind. Even though you're sleeping, you just wake up a tiny bit, but you then fall asleep.
Am I like just dreaming of the smell, or is it like
a sensation like something's off?
Okay, because I don't. Fun fact about Myth: I don't usually dream, so I don't know how to deal with this situation.
Okay, I'll help you a bit. Good to know. This is what I'm here for. So,
yeah.
You see yourself. You see a huge palace. Not a palace you've ever seen before. It is something that feels like it's made up out of your own mind as you go through corridor to corridor, almost trying to find something. Again, in a dreamlike state, every corridor becomes a new room that doesn't have anything to do with the castle. You see maybe a duck flying over you, which freaks you out a tiny bit, and you jolt a bit in your sleep, and then you fall asleep again. As you again just stop and sense something. As the room suddenly turns purple, then red, then blue, then green. And then normal as in a dreamlike state again.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. as the rest of you again arise from your sleep, realizing that none of you actually took the second shift, you see that Seed and Aldion definitely did not get any sleep that night. And I need you, Aldion, and you, Seed, to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. See if you get a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
15.
15?
Yeah.
What did you get, Seed?
Well, I rolled a 3,
Yeah.
so yes.
Yeah. So you, Aldion, you're actually feeling quite okay. You don't feel...
I'm used to all-nighters.
Yeah, you're used to all-nighters. You, Seed, when the others wake up, you definitely feel like you're about to fall asleep in your book, but you kind of jolt up again and just try to keep your eyes open. You will get a disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Alright, as you get going to a new dawn. You, Diffle, as well, wake up, and everyone. Are you guys going to maybe eat some breakfast before you leave? And feed the horse?
Oh yeah, I'm feeding
yes.
the horse.
Yeah.
Oh, feed my baby
Steven
some
has a
apples.
weak stomach. He's not too prone to trying to eat anything right now.
No, that's fair.
He's gonna take it a little slow.
Aldion's obviously pretty antsy and like still stressed from like not sleeping all night, so I feel like he's gonna be going around doing everything. So he's like, he's feeding the horse, he's brushing down the horse, he's packing up all this stuff, he's like putting out the fire. Like he just can't seem to stand still
Yeah.
at all, and clearly just wants to get up and get out of there.
Alright, and the rest of you?
I'm just sat eating for now. And I noticed that Aldion's doing all this, like all the work, and I go to help. I'm just like, you seem very tired and yet busy. Do you want a hand?
I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
With yeah, sure. And he starts to load all the stuff up.
Alright. As you do that,
Yeah.
Diffle, what do you do?
I'm eating my food, but it's not really like I'm eating it. I keep staring at the lake, just dissociating a lot, and I don't really realize what everyone else is doing, and I'm just still kind of sitting there, numb.
Alright. As the rest of you are ready, eating your breakfast, ready to go, you still see Diffle sitting there, just kind of poking at her breakfast.
I think Thana's gonna go walk over to her and try to ask her, like, Diffle, darling, are you alright?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay. Ready to go? Ready to go? What? Going somewhere else? Leaving?
Theoden kind of laughs. He's like, well, yes, we're all ready to go, but are you ready to go?
I
don't.
absolutely.
He interrupts her
ready to
before
go.
she answers her. Because I want you to not lie to me. And he kind of like looks at her and he's like, I think you and I have a sort of trust between us. So I hope you won't use that and abuse it to lie to me right now. So I'm going to ask you again. Are you ready to go?
Physically, I'm ready to go. Mentally, I'm...
Wow.
I don't want her. Like, I don't want
all.
Theoden. Yeah, Theoden's just kind of like he nods where he understands it, and he just kind of like takes her hand in a very like paternal way, and he's like, "And that's completely all right. I hope you don't feel in any way burdened by this, or that you can't disclose to any of us that you don't feel quite all right."
Well, it's not that I don't feel like I can be a burden. It's just something that Ellie said yesterday. It's kind of stuck with me a little bit because it makes me feel like a disappointment in a way.
And what was it?
Sorry, Zach's gasp
Diffle's
got me.
gonna take in close. So it's like they're just like, you know, this much away from each other. It's just gonna be like,
Aren't they the
how does it feel to, you know, hear your patrons? The thing about me, the disappointment of the Paladin Society, is that I don't hear mine at all. I don't know if it's because I'm tone deaf to him, her, or they, or I just don't want to listen to them. I don't hear them at all. I've never heard them. Ever. And apparently I was supposed to be hearing them right now, but I just don't hear them. Ever. I think they just don't want, maybe they're afraid to talk to me, but I don't understand why they're afraid to talk to me, because I'm a very easy listener person to talk to, and if they feel uncomfortable that they can't talk to me or embarrassed in any way, then I feel like I'm not doing my role as a worshipee, you know? Or worshiper. Worshipier?
Hayden's gonna take your face and just kind of like hold it for a second. He gets something out. Diffle. I can tell you with every fiber of my being, if there is anyone who is the most willing to speak and talk to and to be a part of any sort of conversation with literally any fucking creature on the entirety of the planet, it is you. So I can say with full confidence, even though I am not any sort of person who is adhered to any sort of gift or anything of any patronage of whoever it is you offer your services to. This is not a you problem. I think it might be a them problem. And it's not necessarily that they don't speak to you. You just might not speak the same language. And that's not an issue that you should feel bad about. That just means you need to learn how to communicate better with them, and they need to learn how to communicate better with you. It's a give and take situation, like any relationship. You can't put all the work in and then expect the other person or other thing or deity to give you just as much. It's a push and pull situation. And he, like, kind of looks at Aldi and he's like, and I know a thing or two about that.
Also, your welcome stream for this free therapy that has been this session.
Theoden is the local therapist for this family.
Yeah,
That's
clearly.
what that is.
We should really get a Ko-fi so people can just send money for free therapy sessions.
And honestly, Theoden, when you glance over at Aldion, he's like standing next to the horse, like glancing at you and then back at the horse, and then glancing at you and then back at the horse, like clearly wanting to go but not wanting to break up whatever is going on between you two.
Yeah. And so Theoden's holding Diffle's face as he's saying this, and so as he finishes that statement, he kind of just like drops his hands and like takes her hand in like a very like loving way, but not, you know, too much, where he's just like, it's completely understandable that you feel a certain way about this, whether it be inadequate or anything else. It's not something that is unfixable, but it's something that needs work. And clearly, if that's something that needs work that you value, then it's something you need to prioritize as well within your own life. And sure, if we're going off to find a prince, and that's pretty high up on the priority list, I would think. Especially with the reward that we're all about to get, which I might say I will need that reward in a bit. But that aside, if you need to take time to do something for yourself, and you think we might all not understand, it is perfectly fine for you to ask for that time, and we will happily give it to you. And I hope you understand that that's something that it's okay for you to ask for.
I understand. I just don't think that there's time for me to do that right now. But I appreciate your concern, you loving dad. I think we should go back to the wagon now before they start to ask us more questions about why we took so long, because I don't think I want to talk about this a second time with them.
So are you just saying that to deflect me, or are you saying that in all seriousness?
In all seriousness.
All right. He like pats her hands. He's like, okay.
As you turn around towards the
I
carriage,
guess-
the rest of you,
yeah.
the rest of the party is just waiting there. You can see Gladiator becoming a bit restless, just ready to go.
Theon walks up. He's like, all right. What are we all waiting for? We got a prince to save.
Finally.
Thanos just like sat there for a while. He's like, "Good morning."
As you guys,
Good morning.
Let's get going.
yeah, as you guys
Let's get going.
Just you jump on the carriage and head off into the sunrise. And right before, can you, Theodore, make an intelligence check for me, please?
Ooh. Wait, okay, I found it. I lost my D20 for a second.
The most important die.
I know. I hope that doesn't. Ooh. I got an 18.
Okay. As you just...
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
As you... as you continue onto the road ahead, into the sunrise, with things on your mind and adventures to fulfill, is where we're going to end the night's session and the last stream of this year.
Wow.
Thank you so much, guys, and so sorry
We'll
for all
see
of
you
the
next year, guys.
yeah. So sorry for all of the technical difficulties. That happens. C'est la vie. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just getting restless. And something exciting that I can actually say that we're having soon. That'll be either at the middle of January or at the end of January. We're gonna have a little talk show thingy in the middle of the week where we talk about either the Wayward Wanderers or the Brutal Brotherhood about that week's episode. It'll be kind of like Talks Machina and Critical Role, where we have two of the players with Artful Bee, if anyone knows who they are, talking about that episode, where you can then send questions on Twitter or Instagram about the previous episode they're on, which will be very exciting, and I'm very excited about that. And then I think loads of people that are interested in hearing like what's happening inside of your characters' brains. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, and I hope you have a really good New Year, everyone, and a good rest of your holidays. And we'll see you again next week with Wayward Wanderers, and the next 2 weeks with this group.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.